Oh, here we go, man. The last one. It has been some journey, hasn't it, man? It has been some journey indeed. But we've got one more trip down south left, and it's at a very, very good opponent. How yous doing? What's happening? We're back. What's good? It's been a bit since I've actually had to stream a game. I thought I would have been live for the Dundee one, but that got cancelled because of very, very fast winds. My window got damaged because of the storm and all that good jazz, but we're back. Was good. How yous doing? It's the final one. We always do show the first one's how you doing. Virtual, nice to see you, man. Likewise with you, James. Hello to you as well, fella. Hope you're well. Yang and I are starting. We'll touch on that momentarily. I mean, there have been good pieces of news over the last few days, but there've certainly been bad ones as well, and I think that's been nice about it. To be fully honest with you, fuck it, 4-0 Celtic. I love the optimism. However, I'm being a bit more reserved because I mean, I'll touch on the scenarios and how things might play out over the course of the kind of 90 minutes or so. But for all intents and purposes, Celtic could still mathematically get a spot in the top 8. It would require a couple of other results, in fairness, to go our way, but with the way that some teams have been playing and the way that we could potentially steal something here, even if it's a scrappy 1-0 type of result, there's always that chance that we could throw ourselves up into that spot with the last kind of kick of the ball, so to speak, and that would be an absolute miracle if we were able to achieve that, you know what I mean? You're playing your Forest FM, say, that's class. 7-0 ball against Scunthorpe. I was going to say, 7-0, yeah, Scunthorpe. Fair enough. How you doing? Hey, nice to see you, man. Come on, boys in green indeed. I mean, we're pretty much as good as we can be, ready to go, I should say. We're just making sure that everything's up and running as intended, and it should be fantastic. So if you want a little look at the lineups, the keynotes to have, obviously, if you haven't seen it, the kind of big kind of news over the last few days, Kyogo's left. Obviously, he's not going to be starting, so Ida's going to be starting up kind of in the main spots for us. But the big thing as well is that I should take a second. Maeda isn't going to be starting tonight either. He's not going to be on the bench or anything, so that's a little bit of a kind of moment. So it's going to be Yang that starts on the left, and there isn't too many rotational options. We could go for Palmer or Forrest. Honestly, Forrest might be the kind of call in this type of the game with how fast they can get in behind. I think that's kind of the case, but the rest of the team is pretty much what you would expect it to be. Obviously, Jota being signed over the last few days has been a big, massive morality boost for me as well. I'll tell you, right, goddamn, now it's nice to see that. But yeah, he's not obviously allowed to feature in this match because that is the final one before obviously the end of the window. But I mean, like I said, the team is good enough. I mean, I have my optimistic kind of traits to this game. I think if we stay compact and we hold firm, we can do damage. We've been pretty good away from home, again with the exception of that fucking devastating performance at Dortmund. There were actually a lot of positives to the kind of away games that we've had so far. We've been able to, at least for the most part, keep it stable, not concede too many goals. In fact, against Zagreb and Atalanta respectively, we didn't concede neither of those. So if we do something similar tonight, then there's always the chance. But Aston Villa have been pretty good, especially in the early stages of the competition. Granted, they've got some wins that they probably shouldn't have, but they've digged out results where they have as well, so you give them credit where it's due. And again, if you want a little look at the table, this is where things are pretty interesting. Like I said, it's still very much open for Celtic to sneak in here. It would require a lot of luck, like I said. A lot of results would have to go our way, but it is technically possible, just maybe. But Aston Villa know basically if they win, they'd be pretty much locked in for the top 8. They would have to chase and hope for maybe one loose result between the ones that are above them, but nonetheless, that's pretty much what they're going to have to work with. But for Villa, it's pretty straightforward. You know their lineup, but it's pretty good for the most part, you have to say. Obviously, Martinez in between the sticks. I absolutely love him as a goalkeeper. He's class. But you've got obviously Digne and Matty Cash playing on either side in the fullbacks, with Konsa and Bogard playing as their kind of centre-back pairing, Telemans and Kamara playing as their kind of, you would say, flat centre mids, but they kind of rotate along with Rodgers in the midfield, although Rodgers tends to play as more of a kind of let's say central attacking. He tends to kind of anchor up there, use the runs of Bailey and Ramsey, tries to get in behind and forces the ball across. And obviously we know the dangers of Watkins. Guy is class. He's probably one of the most underrated strikers for England, I would say, 100%. But like I said, our lineup's pretty good as well. We've got some players that have got experience down south and certainly can come in use for this type of game, and that would be Schmeichel in between the sticks for us, which would be very good if he has a strong game today. He was brilliant against Young Boys, I'll say that much. But Taylor and Johnston are our full-back pairings for this one, so Taylor holds his spot. Good to see it. Trusty and Scales are our centre-back pairing, which I'm more than happy with. Trusty's been class in the Champions League over the last 2-3 match days, and Scales, it's pretty reliable. Bit of a shame not to see Carter Vickers in, but I presume it's just for the sake of rotation. But it's Rio and Giles and McGregor playing in the midfield with Kuhn, Aida, and of course because Maeda isn't playing or on the bench for this one, it's going to be Yang that starts, potentially Palmer coming off the bench. So here we go. I mean, you say that, Villa, but here's the thing about it, man. It's, you know, there's only a point between us. It's not as if Celtic have been that much poorer in this campaign. Let's be real, you know what I mean? I generally think we should go for Chris Gordon. That's the thing I will say, Joseph. 100%. I think it would be I think it would be stupid not to, especially considering the fact that we only have one technical out and out striker. You know what I mean? The front four is strong. Oh, definitely. I mean, this is the thing. Aston Villa are a very capable side. This is like, it's one of those games where Celtic have to be defensively pragmatic under every circumstance, because one loose ball, especially with how fast Villa can press again. But that Rodgers fella, I've seen a lot. Like, again, I don't sit and watch Villa games. I want to clarify this. I usually just see kind of like highlights of when they play other teams. But they do have a very kind of distinct style, and that's, again, with that kind of in-behind pass, they like to get it into the central kind of midfield area, ping it out, quick cross in, because again, Watkins is one of those players that's physical enough to win a header in the air, but also good enough to take a touch inside the box, spin and fire a shot off if he can. He's a good, you know, playmaker, he's pragmatic, he can hold the ball up. You can say that about Ida as well. So it's going to be a case of who does the better with the chances, so to speak, because Villa will have a bunch more of them, I would say. But the thing is, like I said, I've got my optimistic kind of feeling about this game, where if we do the right things, we can certainly cause a surprise or two, and that's kind of all I'm hoping for, to be honest with you. Very Scottish, Gary. What? How you doing, MT? Nice to see you, man. Oh, no, it's Rob. Fucking hell. How you doing, man? This is one of those games where you can allow him to be a little bit kind of, you know, uppity, because it is actually his team. we give him the due on this one, you know what I mean? We're not going to be too hingy, but Steve Clarksville, it's the two kind of, you know, I was hoping to see John McGinn tonight, I'll be honest with you. That's kind of the one thing that I'm a little bit upset about, but it is what it is. And like I said, bench options, we haven't got my aid on it. That's kind of a bit of a shame. Obviously, Kyogo's away to Rennes now, so pain. It's on TNT Sports, Chief. If you're asking where the games are, there's a bunch of places you can watch it, like Champions League. Some games are on Amazon Prime. I would check there just in case, because it is Villa and they do that for English teams. But if you're outside of the UK, what would probably be, like, if you're North America, I'd say it's like fucking CBS probably, right? But Villa's getting their fireworks shows pretty much over and done with. It's good to see this. I mean, Villa Park's always a good atmosphere. You can't take anything away from the place, man. It's a beautiful stadium. I do like their tifo as well, to be fair. But as you would expect, the away boys have came in fucking force as well. So this is going to be a good game for atmosphere, man. This is definitely not one of those, like, rubber matches, you know what I mean? There's always dead rubber matches at the kind of tail end of group stage kind of competition. So this one's going to be very, very good, 100%. I'm doing class, but I'm doing class. How to get past security with skill and grace, John. But they're just literally talking about the table situation. Celtic would need a bunch of results to go our way, but if they do, then we would progress somehow into the top 8. But again, it would require a lot of circumstance. We're kind of coming out in the camo kit, which is a bit of an interesting one. I thought yellow would have been perfect for this type of, you know, scenario, playing against a team in claret, but I suppose that makes sense. Ain't going to argue with it too much, I suppose. I don't know. That kit's still kind of growing on me a little bit. It's taking a bit of time, you know what I mean? But I suppose I should read the lineups one last time while we're getting, while they're reading out the anthem, or playing out the anthem. I can't really hear it because it's all on mute for me. But for Aston Villa, here's their team. Very straightforward. It's Martinez in between the sticks. Cash and Deeney, their full backs. Bogard and Konsa as their centre back pairing. Tielemans and Kamara playing as their midfield two, with Rodgers playing pretty much as that anchor down the middle. They've got Bailey and Ramsey playing either side of him, with of course Watkins starting up front for Celtic. Pretty much as straightforward as you could ask the team to be, with the exception of Maeda being missing. But it's Schmeichel starting in between these sticks, so no Carter Vickers, so it's Scales that takes his place. Trusty steps in and holds his spot as per usual with the Champions League matches. Hopefully has another good performance today. I love how loud that place is, goddamn. But Taylor and Johnston are the fallback pairings for this one, and Giles and Hatate are pretty much as good as you can ask them to be. Let's hope that they have a decent performance. McGregor, our skipper, in between the pretty much the kind of key part of the pitch, let's say. That midfield is going to have to do a lot. But Yang and Kuhn and other kind of false wingers, let's hope that they'll kind of dip in and do a bit of defending when they have to, because again, Rodgers probably knows that we're not going to get too many chances in this game, and that's probably where Ida will have to come in and get on the end of those kind of big headers. How you doing, Megan? Nice to see you. Don't get to say Champions League team news. Oh, come on. To be fair, they could go and win the whole thing. This is possible, right? Miracle stories do happen. But again, table scenario is very, very interesting, because like I said, Villa win this one. They pretty much have as good as a chance as most teams do that are below the top 8 to make their way in. But of course, other results can go their way. Goal difference can factor into it. But Celtic can technically come from straight out of nowhere and steal this. So let's hope that we have somewhat of a decent result tonight. That's all I'm hoping for, man. Oh, it's going to be good. How you doing, Hitman? Nice to see you. All that name. Do you enjoy the North? The North curve was brilliant, man. I'll tell you that for free. Like, it was genuinely, like... Don't get me wrong, it was frustrating at times, because I think we celebrated about 4 goals before we actually got one that counted, and the goal that counted was a fucking own goal. But the relief and the noise in that place when it went in, oh my god, man, it was like... see the vlog that I made on it? It does not do it justice in the slightest. Like, I even said that before I even left to like record for the game. It just wasn't going to like translate, but the noise was brilliant, honestly. Nothing better than that. To be fair, Bournemouth are good now. Give them credit where it's due. Actually, Bournemouth are a pretty fucking solid side. Listen, I'm just keeping myself as optimistic as possible, Virtual, just in case we get scudded. I can say, look, it's a decent Premier League side, and to be fair, they are a decent Premier League side. But we have had some relatively good success against English sides in the past. Obviously, the last 2 matches against them, I believe, have ended in draws. So we do have that working in our favour. And again, we have been pretty good away from home, only the 1 defeat. But of course, that came at the hands of a very, very bad fucking 7-1. So let's hope we pop off and do what's necessary. How you doing, Black Squid? Oh, that's a brilliant Black Sausage Squid, hell yeah. But we're about to get rolling and rocking here. Come on, boys. A decent performance is all we're required. As long as we get that, I'm more than chuffed. I'm more than happy. Come on. The nerves are kind of there, but I'm hoping for the best. Every part of me knows that this is going to be a game of high intensity for sure. Villa are already kind of looking to set that high line, which is pretty interesting to see early stages actually. Can't say that I'm not expecting them to play too high, especially early gates. I think they would probably let Celtic in with a little bit of pressure. See what we can do with the ball early stages, because if we can keep it maintained, then that's going to be the interesting part. It's a good simple kind of tap back there. We're just keeping it close to their chest. I don't mind that whatsoever. But again, Villa doing what's necessary here. That early press is kind of engaged. That's a good step out. So I like that. Well, it was a good attempt for Rio. I do appreciate that. He tried to kind of get the press through there, but it was never really going to work out. As you would expect, Villa just kind of sitting back, soaking up the pressure where they need it. We should give this a wee refresh and you should be able to see. I just realised Google does that shit so much. Hold on. There we go. Fantastic. Sorry about that, gentlemen. Thank you to the person that subscribed as well. We'd love to see you. How you doing, Lois? Nice to see you, man. Oh, I tell you what, the spirit of the jungle was well and truly alive that night, man. Tell you what, man, I've never hugged so many random strangers in my life. It's a great ball over the top. That's a decent chance for Villa to get in behind. Hold on, early break for them here. Good cut back for Ramsey. He's going to play it across. That's a decent cut back inside, and it could be a chance for Villa out the gate. 1-0 Villa. That's a very quick start. It's horrible defending. And pretty much on cue, I think it's Tielemans that makes a run in behind, and 2 minutes into the game, less than 3 actually, it's 1-0. That is ridiculously bad, you have to say, and pretty much the first shot goes into the back of the net. That was the fear. That was absolutely the fear. It was a simple breakaway, you have to say, man, and it was just simple positioning. Johnston a bit too far up, gets pincered out, and it's just simple passing, simple triangle passing around the edge of the box. One good pass in behind, and it's Rodgers that makes a run in. Sorry, my bad on that one. That is horrible. The ball initially is definitely onside. Johnston just takes way too long to step out to his man, and it's just, yeah, it's a really horrible pass in behind. He doesn't mark his man at all, and Scales doesn't mark anybody. McGregor can't track his man back because, no offence, he's not God. And Rodgers just makes that in behind run. Like I said, he just hangs off the inside of those wingers looking for the ball across the face of the box. So, about as good as a wake-up call as Celtic could probably hope to see. They have to fucking wake up now. There's no other choice. But Villa know that goal is massive for them in terms of table chasing, because it puts them pretty much in as good of a position as they can to get into the top 8. Started about as good as they could, and already we've given the ball away again. That's not ideal whatsoever. Villa have got the ball into space again. Awkward shot from range. It's in again. You're fucking serious, man? 2 shots, 2 goals. What the fuck is going on with the defence, man? Have you shown up, lads? Like, you do realise you have to leave the dressing room to play the game, right? That is fucking bad. It's a lovely finish. You can't take anything away. Rodgers has came to play. But what the fuck was that? Like, that is way too simple, boys. Respectfully, this is going to probably be another Dortmund scenario. God fucking damn it, man. This is why you don't sell your best striker and don't start your best defender. What the fuck? Again, Schmeichel panics, gives the ball away for no fucking reason. It's a simple touch. Nobody tracks in, nobody steps out. McGregor stands there stupid. Scales doesn't mark his man, steps in way too late. It gives Rodgers about 10 literal seconds to pick his spot, and it's a beautiful shot. An absolutely gorgeous shot. You can't take anything away from it, but for fuck's sake, it's defence again, man. Schmeichel tries to claw it thin air, but he ain't getting anywhere fucking near it. Not ideal at all. God damn, this is going to be a long night. For fuck's sake. Yeah, this is going to be interesting for sure. We need some pride now. Just get one back, hopefully, and then kick on for there. But for fuck's sake, this is about as bad as you could ask. 2 shots, 2 on target, 2 goals. Scales tries to get the ball into the box, takes a pop-up, cleared away by Kamara. Pop back into space, Yang, good touch. Rio's going to be put under some pressure, lays it back to Taylor. Kind of gets it into space towards McGregor, not ideal. Well, if Celtic want to pull off a miracle, they're basically going to need to pull off an absolute comeback and a half. It was a decent ball over the top. They could try to find Ida in behind there, but ball was way over hit. It's about as bad as a start you can ask, man. God fucking damn it. Oh no. It's going to go badly. This is not good at all. Oh man. 9-0 Aston Villa, no man. To me, the last 2 results against English clubs have been damn respectable, but again, this was the fear. Obviously, like, Celtic aren't playing their full strength team, but I suppose that's like one minor excuse. But the fact of the matter is, they've literally like waltzed forward twice and scored twice. Like, the second goal was way too fucking easy. The first you can be like, right, there's some nice play, it's, you know, it is what it is. But the second one just was not ideal whatsoever. All doing their best to hold the ball up. Kuhn, nice passing. Why the fuck are you trying to do that shit, you silly sausage arm? Do not do that, man. We can still make it a game, absolutely, but optimism is not very much there. Emery clearly knows that he has a task at hand, and I mean, he knows that there's probably a bit more at stake for him. Obviously, with him being at home, the fact that if they win, they're probably going to be top 8. They're basically just putting themselves in the best position possible. Great ball forward. Ida does his best to force it. The ball through was decent. The referee doesn't say foul. There's a chance edge of the box. Kuhn! Oh, that's a good shot, but it doesn't find the target. That's a big chance for Celtic. Oh, that was a decent shot actually. It could have been a lot better if it just kept on target, but it was curling away rather than in. I respect that. The German does well to get the shot away. Martinez had his arms outstretched. I don't think he would have got there if it was on target, but a little bit of optimism to have there. At least we've had a shot. we will come back. I hope 3-2 for Celtic. I admire the optimism, Chief. Well, they're just going to play across the back for now, Bogard. Back to Martinez. Well, that's good pass out for the back actually. They're going to just hold their shape, but Celtic have stepped in for some reason there. That's not really the best idea because it's allowing passes in behind. It's a good interception, thankfully, but could have been dangerous if we didn't get that off in time, and we just played it straight back into the same space, man. While panicking and going side to side again. This is not the Celtic that we've seen over the last few weeks. Well, actually, it kind of is, actually. Yeah, it's kind of like the one that we've seen against Rangers, actually. I was going to say that as well, they're bumming him. I woke up in a steaming fucking mood, yeah. That's a good ball through, actually. Celtic are trying to break forward with it. Good step in for Yang, good pass in, McGregor. A little bit more bite to Celtic's performance now, good to see. Taking us a wee bit long to fucking get going, but hopefully if we, like I said, if we get the next goal is going to be very important, if there is a next goal at all. Because if it's Celtic that get it, we're back in the game. If Aston Villa get it, it's 100% game over. Ain't no way we're coming back for 3. Good pass out for Trusty. It's a good thing we beat Young Boys then, because this would have been worst case scenario. Good ball out. Yang's going to take his man on. I respect that he's going for it, but he's just lost the ball very silly there. Taylor's going to press Bailey, but it's played back into space. Kamara holds it up well. Back to Conson. They might just play the kind of simple triangle game, get it out for the back where they can. Celtic keep the press alive. Yang does well to force an issue, to be fair. Conson's had to kind of take a touch and get it out from the back. It's a loose one as well. Celtic could take a chase back and it was on there, but nothing too dangerous. How you doing, Oliver? Yeah, it's not exactly ideal, man. Not exactly ideal at all. But the way to look at it is there's still 80 minutes, there's always potential. That's another decent ball over the top, but there was just no one really making the run there. Is that the term we're going to use now, just yanging it? Yeah, I would feel a bit more comfortable if we had Jota for this game, but obviously, you know, regulations and rules. I just want to see us have a bit of a fucking bounce back, you know what I mean? I'm not expecting us to win the game. I even said this back before we even played Young Boys. Best case scenario is we'd get a draw here, but that's if we played at our best, and the opening 10-12 minutes have been anything but our best. Let's put it in the nicest way. It's been sent forward, good header up for Trusty, a bit of a loose one. Couldn't should get on the end of that and does actually. Good physicality, and he breaks away for his man. That's a great fucking run. Ball across is dangerous, big deflection, and thankfully for Aston Villa it's not too threatening on the goal. Goes out for a corner. Tielemans asking where the press was, but Kamara stepped out in time, so fair enough to them. Seems a lot of the luck from us in the early games coming from our winger. Kuhn's doing a lot of the heavy lifting early on, man. I don't know why we've played a quick corner there. Kuhn, edge of the area, ball over the top, dangerous, big deflection, goes over for another corner kick. It's a bit more pressing from us. Kamara's had to be there a second time. It feels like that a little bit, Chief, 100%. I wouldn't even say that. Villa's pretty much just played a normal game. They've came forward with 2 chances and scored. Well, that's about all you can really say for it. Celtic have had a half decent chance as well, but we haven't really been able to put it on target. But we do have a chance to do something from this corner, and Giles is there. We need something spot on. We can't afford to play that shit shot in their post. I think they've got the message because they go back post, and it's a good defensive header as well, actually. Should be another corner, but I thought it was another corner. I thought it came off Bogart's head, but I guess I'm mistaken, unless it took a deflection off a Celtic body, I'm guessing. I mean, Taylor's already getting bundled over as well, by the way. Martinez was pulling back on him now. That's a wee bit of antics, let's say, just a few little bits of antics. Thank you to the person that subscribed and unsubscribed there, very cool. I was just confirming it there. Villa are currently 6th as things stand. That's exactly my thinking. We're going to keep the game within our reach. We cannot let it get out of hand, because once you go to 3, there is very little morale to drag yourself back into it, if that makes sense. So getting the next goal is massive for Celtic, especially away from home, because Villa will feel way more comfortable now. They know that they don't necessarily have to push into 5th gear unless it's necessary. It's a really loose header back, Rio. Why the fuck would you head it straight back into open space, man? Dangerous, good pass back for Cash, playing it safe there, no real danger on that one whatsoever. Currently is Dortmund and Real Madrid. The draw for it's tomorrow, right? Oh wait, not tomorrow, it'd be Friday, it'd be the 31st, sorry, my bad. I think Villa will just try to slow the game down a little bit as well, because I don't think they like the way Celtic are pressing them. Well, I've woke up finally. It seems a bit more like Celtic than the opening 5 minutes, let's say, but still very much a job to do in this one. Still not all between the level. Well, fair enough. They did just have a table update right now. They were on 22, I believe, so. Good press. We can't keep them under here. That's good for Johnston. Hassles his man, but that's a fantastic pass for Villa to get out of the space. They're going to try and break. Ramsey lays it off. Lovely ball in behind, and all of a sudden Celtic look like they've got a fucking bunch of bodies that they can't cover. Ball into the boxes. Dangerous Scales. Loose ass touch. Shot for Villa. Blocked again by Scales. You're lucky you redeemed that, big man. That was not the cleanest first one. I think it was Cash. It was on the breakaway that had the chance on the kind of rebound, but god damn, that was again a very simple aspect of why you don't step out into space, because one simple ball through there and they were away. Thankfully it's above the minuses here. Oliver is about 2 degrees here. Calmax in the 6 and Scales lacks a game. Well, okay, right, my brain's just fried there. I'll need to restructure that to make it make sense. But Scales' lack of game time in recent weeks means he's not as much sharp. Bad idea to put him in the deep end. I guess so, but it's one of those where, like, if you're Rodgers, you're thinking, right, well, we're still to kind of bring in all the final tweaks and changes. Hold on, there's a breakaway chance here. Here's Ida. Go on, son. He's got into the box, takes his man on. I respect the hustle to try and get a chance away there, but we're doing really hard to get anything past Kamara, and it funneled straight through into Martinez's hands with no real problem whatsoever. Yeah, as Fortune's just pointed out, not exactly the best in terms of creative offence. That's a great ball forward actually for Villa. Cash is busting down that right hand side and Taylor's refused to step out, so Yang's got to cover him. Back towards Consular, just playing simple safe football. Kamara, simple roll across. Tielemans. Very comfortable game for Villa so far. They're not really doing too much that's complicated. Anyway, for Spurs, I don't even think he would go to Spurs just based on the fact that he served for Arsenal. Yeah, we're definitely going to have a much more complicated draw if things stay as is. A good switch across. Villa just keeping it very close to their chest right now, not stepping out unless they really have to. That's a good step away. Celtic do well to keep the pressure on. That's a lovely breakaway touch for Johnston just to kind of control the pace. Bit of a loose ball back to Schmeichel, and again he just panics and punts it straight into the first claret shot that he sees. Simple breakaway. Young lays it off for Taylor, and maybe there's a potential for us to go forward now, but Taylor kind of puts his arms out as if to say, well, where's the support here, lads, because he had nothing down that left hand side. Because Villa have just put an extra man on on Nicholas Kuhn. That's basically what stifled most of the kind of breaks down that right hand side. They just have an extra man standing near him. Good step in for McGregor and a lovely pass to Boot. Nice for Yang. Lovely Trivela. That's a loose touch. He's going to have to get on to the end of that and just about does so. Scales does the same thing to get it back to Schmeichel. Do not panic and punt it out in a random fucking space. He's pretty much done the same thing. Taylor's under pressure. Yang can't win the ball. Referee says no foul. And Itati will step out and put some pressure on, but it's just squared back to Martinez and they'll ball from the back and go again. God damn. And that's the advantage of having an extra man in the midfield. They can use it to overrun us, which they're definitely taking advantage of. Simple roll across. There's a run down that left hand side that could be opening up for them. Johnston's just about switched on enough to cover it, so they have to go central instead. They'll switch it all the way across to Matt Cash. Comfortable enough for him, they'll just go back to playing it the safe way. Again, no reason for Villa to attack unless they really have to, so they'll just soak up pressure where they can. It's a lovely pass in behind though, and they could potentially be on a break, and there is a run, overlapping pass. Good touch by Ramsey. Good tackling by Kuhn. That's brilliant defensive work for him. Rio's been kind of slight down there. Apparently it's just a throw in for Celtic, but Rio's just getting pressed a wee bit too quickly in the midfield. As soon as he's on it, you've got about 2 or 3 midfielders trying to kind of encompass him straight away. We've done a little bit better to prevent the ball getting into our space and causing us problems, but that's about it. Apparently that's a Villa throw-in. Celtic look like pitch invaders because they don't belong at this level. I wouldn't even say it's that, Chief. Villa just started with 2 shots, scored 2 goals, and then after that they've just kind of sat in. That's pretty much all they've needed to do. It's not as if we're playing bad. We have made chances. We've won the ball there, but the referee says that's a foul. They literally did the same thing about 15 fucking seconds ago, Chief. Respectfully. Difference in physicality and play styles there kind of shows where the UEFA call that. Didn't make sense. It's more like a love tap on the back than anything. Just kind of fell over and bought the foul. Fair enough. Young's not done much wrong, but he's got Taylor passing it in his feet with a man on his back. True, but it's applying across to all of them. None of them are really getting a lot of space whatsoever. It's good hustling for Trusty, but Palmedini's trying to claim a foul for something. Yeah, the exact same kind of situation, but he was grabbing at him. What the fuck was that? That's French as hell, by the way. Jesus Christ. Try to pull a man down and just fuck it up. That's fair enough. Villa do still have a chance in dangerous territory though. Paul, respectfully, you can fuck off. You're lucky the goddamn English Premier League has one that should be allowed in. It's called the Champions League, not the Runners-Up League. Respectfully. Like I said, in any type of sport, mate, money talks. Give Celtic the same amount of fucking money that Villa had over the years. The difference would be stock. This is a very dangerous area for them to do a madness though. It's in that kind of weird grey area. Popped up and away, shot from range, takes a wild deflection. We kind of flick it clear at least. And Villa will just kind of pass it back. Ooh, that was a decent attempt at a ball actually for Villa, but it sails over everybody out for a throw-in. Good kind of hold up for Taylor just to kind of barge his man, stop him from getting on the end of that one too dangerously. That's exactly it. It's like Celtic have already done more than what we were kind of expecting in the fucking first place. Right, we finished with a positive record, and that in the Champions League, you can't scoff at that. Doesn't matter what fucking league you're from. And we're operating on like a tenth of the goddamn budget that you do half the time, so I don't buy that for a second, Chief. No fucking way are Spurs fans trying to say that we have a level. Our level's the Champions League, Chief. That's why we show up there more often than not. Respectfully. It's why we pack out stadiums every single week while your fucking fans sit there and scream at your manager after 12 fucking months of saying that he was the best thing that ever happened to you. On your bike, my boy. I love English fans that will come in and say that shit, because literally take away the TV money. That's all I'm saying. Chance for us on the break. There is a chance. That is a big fucking miss for Rio. That is a massive opportunity for Rio. Why the fuck did you try and... I'm not sure if he tried to like chip it or just softly like bend it around the keeper, but he got caught in two minds by the looks of it and just kind of like popped it towards Martinez instead. Case in point, we're making chances, we're just not taking them. You as a Spurs fan should know that, Pete. Come on. You're making this too easy. Chance for Villa on the edge of the box. Over everybody. Popped away. Why would you... Oh, could have been dangerous. What the fuck was that? I'm not even sure what happened, but it ends up in Schmeichel's hands. Did that like cannon off the ball, or did it like hit a player or some shit? Oh fuck, it hit the post, hit Schmeichel's leg and then popped up into the air. That could have been a summarisation of our night so far, honestly, if that came back off of Schmeichel and went in the back of the net, but thankfully God was on our side for once. I think that tiny wee touch for Trusty just does enough to take it onto the post, and it comes off of Schmeichel and pops up. Ooh. Yeah. People seem to forget this isn't exactly Celtic's full strength team. We just sold our main striker, our main defender isn't starting. Like, come on, man. That's a good ball out towards the right hand side. That's a lovely pop in, and Celtic are on the break in behind here. Good chance for us to do something, and it's a fucking lazy cross for Arn. Again, I think he got caught in two minds whether he wanted to go for a shot or a cross, and he just kind of... Oh, fucking hell, that's a flop and a half. One Belgian commits an offence on another Belgian, but oh, no offence, that's fucking weak as shit for Tielemans. Oh wait, never mind, I didn't see the grab. That is a foul. It's a soft foul, but it is a foul. Yeah, you've absolutely had it spot on again. It's not as if we're playing bad, we just started the game in a very poor way, and we haven't taken our chances when they came. We've had 2 or 3 really decent opportunities now. The difference is Villa are taking their chances, we are not. Out ball to the edge of the area, stuck into really good space. That's got to be a good chance for Villa. Edge of the box, he scuffed the shot. Wildly enough to the point where it goes behind him somehow. It's played out towards the right hand side. Villa still have it, but Celtic have bodies back to defend now. So they'll probably just have to go back, and that's exactly what they end up doing. Someone's went down there. I think Cash might have just pulled or snapped something, because he went down quite harsh there. Nobody was on him, and McGinn's already going out to warm up. That looked serious. I hope he's alright. You never want to see someone go down in a fucking... in a situation like that. I don't know. I can't honestly tell what happened. Yeah, fulfill the fixture. That's pretty much what it feels like we're doing right now. Just we're showing up for the sake of showing up. But at the start of the FIFA game, kick off goals, just press circle on your suite. Aye, that's just, you've pretty much hit the fucking nail on the head, Cammy. We just didn't wake up for the first few minutes. We sat our controller down and we were drinking our tea, and then we looked over and realised the game was on pause. We're like, oh fuck, you know what I mean? That's what it feels like anyway. Yeah, and we can still grow into it. I mean, I don't know what the actual like systematics of the stats are. We've definitely had more than 2 shots though. That's bullshit. Although I guess if they're including the injuries, maybe, I don't know. Well, just having a couple of words with the manager. Curious to see what's being said there, but Cash has stayed down, so I think there's definitely going to be a change. It's a bit of a shame to see. But judging by the fact they're bringing on a midfield change, it looks like they're actually going to go more attacking if anything, which is honestly fair enough. Oh, I suppose I should do some plugging while we wait, right? Please subscribe and all that good jazz. Like, you know, that would help. You can like, you know, the video that helps keep us in the algorithm, all that jazz. Subscribing's the best thing you can do. We'll try at 2,000 by the end of the season, so any help towards that's very much appreciated. And yeah, that's pretty much all I need to do. Also, quick shout out to the members. Well, these people are pog. That's everything. Back to game. Nice. Cash is getting walked off as we speak. Looks like McGinnis going to come on. Other than the first 5 minutes, we played okay, especially with Kyogo, Maeda and Carter Vickers. Exactly. Like, considering the fact we're losing 3 of our main fucking players, and on top of that, we're playing away from home. We're meant to play a few days ago, so the players are technically still a wee bit kind of fatigued and stuff. Like, there's a couple of factors, man. I'm not going to sit there and say that I was expecting to come into this. My honest opinion when people last asked me was 1-1. I thought best case scenario, we kind of grab a really cheesy goal and then kind of just about hold on to get a point, which I would have taken. But unfortunately the game hasn't played out like that, not to begin with anyway. First 5 minutes you could pretty much write off and say, God damn, please never ever do that again. Because it was pretty much a carbon copy what happened at Dortmund, where they get shaken by one and then get shaken by another, and then they just kind of forget what they're meant to actually try and do, which is, you know, away from home anyway, not concede. And Villa have slowed down because, like I said, they don't need to go for a third or a fourth or a fifth. They can just sit on a, like, technically they could sit on a 1-0 lead and they'd be fine, honestly. I suppose, but he's in France right now, Cammy, that's the issue. We would have liked him for an extra game. We could have sold him after this one. Oh, that's a big mistake for Villa at the back. We have a chance to do something here. Why would you pass? Oh, fucking hell. This is why you're third choice, Yang. Respectfully, brother, this is why you're third choice. You could have taken a touch to the right and laid off to any of the 3 open Celtic players on the edge of the box, ready to shoot. But he tries to be fucking clever and pass it down the left-hand side for some fucking random half chance, potentially. And that's if that ball is perfect. That's just stupid. I'm sorry, what the fuck was that? You need to do better there, big man. Lovely pop over the top. Villa on the chase through, and that could potentially be a fucking silver lining into the story. Ball into the box. Villa's probably got free here. Good block on the line. Let's fucking go, Johnston. But this is what I'm saying. We miss an absolute fucking belter of a chance to score. Then they fucking walk up the other side and nearly get a goal themselves. Fucking bad, man. Honestly, should have been 3-0 Villa there. Great defence for Johnston. Give him credit where he's due. Oh, could have been bad, man. Young, but again, aye, it feels like it, man. Aye, Schmeichel's arse does get like the faintest wee touch on it, and it does just enough to allow Johnston to get on it and clear it off the line. But again, it's just like, it's one fucking ball through the midfield and then a pass across the face of the box. I said this shit at the start of the stream. That's Villa's bread and butter. You give them the chance to do that, they'll fucking take it all day long, and that is what they're doing happily. Maeda, Kuhn, Jota and Jamesy. It's hopeless and can't stand it. Yeah, I mean, it's games like this that really kind of expose the things that he lacks, let's say, which sometimes is just basic like football knowledge, and sometimes it's just technical ability. Because again, there was two really easy passes there that he could have chose, and we could have got a shot at least from the edge of the box for that. But nah, great tackle for Johnston again. He's woke up. Johnston has came back to play. Oh, on the edge of the box. Good hold-up play. Lovely football for Celtic. We're putting some good pressure on Villa here, but Villa more than comfortable just to lay us off and force us back into the central space, which they've done fantastically there. You can't even take too much away from it. Ball, switch, good touch, Scales on it. Come on, move. Lizzie, I know in your generation that has a very different word, but don't say that again, please. Oh my god. Who knows, maybe that would focus him up. Get down there, Lizzie, for half time. But not ranking one. I'd say, yeah, third or fourth at least, you know what I mean? 1-1 in the Liverpool game. Damn. Yeah, we'll have to see if Fraser. I hope that chicken's good. I'm doing alright. Better than I should be doing, considering the fact we're losing 2-0 and we haven't really done too much this half. But it's not as bad as it could have been after conceding those two, because we could have let our heads drop. We could have done what we did against Dortmund, but we've actually tried to attack. You know, we're not getting shots away, but we're trying. It's just that final ball rule that we always seem to do. Brilliant tackle again for Johnston. Like, the fucking attacking, like, defence for us is brilliant. Cut back, edge of the box. Come on, we need to start getting the ball into the box though. Playing around it isn't going to do a lot here. Good switch, that's awkward. Yang, step in, decent, lovely move. That could be a potential break. Ball, Taylor, awkward, Ida, yes! Right, come on! That's one back! Like I said, next goal is crucial and Ida manages to bag it. It's an awkward deflection and he turns it in with a header. But we're back in it, that is big! Come on, boys! Like I said, Johnston has woke up, those tackling, he's getting back in there. We are so back. And I was just giving Yang a lot of shit, but that pass in was lovely. The little dink over touch for arm, bellissimo. And it's just a little awkward. I think it's McGinn that comes in for the cross and it flicks up off his shin. And I'd give him credit, by the way. He reacts brilliant. Just like, I thought it was a header at first. He doesn't, he fucking catches it with like a half volley type beat. Just sticks his leg up pretty much above his head, catches it and directs into the net. That is a brilliant reaction goal. Might have taken us a bit, but boys, we're back. Let's go. Football time. Martinez does not look happy, but the comeback is on. It's on now. Villa know that they've got a bit of a problem. They have to actually kind of be switched on, because one simple ball in behind and Celtic can get right back into this. But likewise, we need to be switched on and make sure that Villa don't get in behind and cause a third, because holy shit, that would be depressing, especially before the end of this half. If you can get in at 2-2, fantastic, but 2-1 isn't the worst either, considering the opening 5 minutes you're 2-0 down. That will shut a couple of the English ones up as well, because it's not as bad as a result looking now, is it? Because you'd have to argue Celtic have probably been the better team in the last 10-15 minutes. We've deserved a chance on target, and to be fair, we got it in. It'll be massive for Ida's confidence, especially because he'll be told, hey, you might be the main striker now, keep this in mind. Obviously, we still could be getting Kvistgarden, which would be fantastic, because I've been screaming for that man for the past like 2.5 years. But it's just good to see us having a bit of a performance, man. It's good to see us fight. Yeah, oh, brilliant feet for Kuhn. Respectable touch outside into space, could be dangerous. Just play it safe, man. And get it up here, indeed. We're back, man. Come on. Oh! Oh! Is he onside? Is he onside? Is he onside? It's 2-2! Is he on? No! I'm not sure if he is, but we've just scored again! We've overturned it, we're back! We are so back! Get around, Jamie, you slick-haired cunt! Get round, charged! Let's go! No fucking way, man! I got my boy! It's his coming of age game. Let's go, big man! Is he on? That's going to be the thing. Oh, the ball behind, he's on. He's timed with Kamara perfectly. The ball across the Ida's on as well. That's going to stand. We're back in it, man! How the fuck have we done that then? Oh, what was that Villa guy saying? Can you play us every week? Ah, you fucking can, especially when Ida's saying shit like that. Roundies, man! Come on! That's how you fucking respond. Whoo! Time to play some football, boys. Time to fucking show them. Fucking brilliant stuff, man. That's how you kick them in the dick when they're down. They just did that to us. We've just done it back. They scored 2 in 2 minutes. We do the same thing. So if you say we're shit, so the fuck are you, Villa? Let's go, man! And it's hard to say it's undeserved. Like I said, we've been the better fucking team the last 10-15 minutes. But we need to get to the end of the half. We need to get to the end of the half now. I think Ramsey's complaining at the referee about something, but I don't know what. Woo! This club is going to give me a stroke, man. It's a nice little wake-up call to say, hey, listen, we might suck, but we don't suck enough that we waste 200 million a fucking season on average and still play like this. Probably that's a foul for Villa. He might have tripped him, and honestly that angle's hard to tell. Definitely a tangle of legs. It's gone Villa's way though. Oh, I've been saying this for weeks, man. I've just been wanting to see Ida get back into it, man. I just wanted to see him play like he did when he was in that purple patch last season. And now we're trying to chase every loose ball. We're fucking firing into them. We're really forcing the issue, but Villa just keep falling over and buying fouls. I hate that it's McGinn. I love him to death. I love you, McGinn, but you're playing against us, so fuck you for doing that. Scale shakes his hand nonetheless, and we love to see it. Did he catch him? Oh, I take back what I said. He did catch him, actually. I love you, McGinn. Sorry. It just looked like he got the ball in the first angle. Fair enough. That is a foul. I'll take back what I said. Joseph, I will watch the highlights now. No matter what, I have something to look forward to. It's even caught the commentators off guard because they were literally just saying that there. They're like, the opening 10-15 minutes, it's like Celtic didn't show up, and then since the 25th, Celtic have just turned it on. They've started to play a bit of football. Ball into the box, dangerous, popped up. Villa could still do something with this. It's cleared away, brilliant hook off the line. Oh. It's a story of the Rodgers, this game, if you think about it. Obviously, Aston Villa's Rodgers scoring the opening brace with 2 quick-fire goals, and then our Rodgers being able to tactically adjust and get us back into the game. But big ups Adam fucking Ida, man. It's definitely put the Aston Villa, like Villa Park's definitely quieting down a little bit. You can definitely hear a bit more of the Celtic fans in the away end making a sheer amount of noise. Come on. If there was one player you'd want to score a double, then it would definitely be Ida. I want him to score 6. Oh, there's, for fuck's sake, man. I don't like the Villa players and how they kind of like, every time they hit the ground, they like, it's like it's in their tactic book to roll over a few times. And it wasn't as if he was even fouled. Like, you collided with McGregor. Is McGregor built that fucking hard? Wasn't the first Villa... No, the first Villa goal was definitely onside, Chief. Very similar to our goal. It was just a really perfectly timed run. Like, you can't take anything away from Villa's goals. Villa's goals have been very nice. But so have ours, in fairness. they both came for the same type of way though. Getting it to the edge of the box, quick cross inside, forced the issue. Because again, Schmeichel and Martinez I should say, are very like easy type of goalkeepers. They like to step out, so you know you can catch them out if you get quick enough balls into the box, and both teams have shown exactly that type of football to a T this game. Well, I'm hoping that if anything, that wee Villa guys at least tip me his hat to us now and going, do you know what, right, aye, fair enough, you've shut me up. Definitely impressed me, 100%. From 2-0 down, I was expecting us to kind of just like sit on it and lose maybe 2-0, 3-0, something like that, but I'm fucking happy with this. Much better fucking performance, and again, this is not us at full strength. We're down 3 of our fucking key players, technically 4 if you want to include Jota. Brilliant pass from McGregor. Break down that right hand side could be potentially on, especially with the overlap down the left, and Taylor's gone with that lap over the left, but Young was never really going to chase his man down, and to be fair, just about comfortably dealt with. But we get to half time and it's 2-2. I'm fucking absolutely chuffed with it, man. Because it really silences Villa, because it puts them straight back out. They're no longer in the top 8, so they're going to have to come out and play football now. They don't have a choice but to press. How you doing, Jordan? Nice to see you, my man. They have indeed a little bit. My optimism is back. I hate that it's like my dad doesn't obviously get to fucking play in the next one either, but hey, I mean, if we overturn it and we win 3-2, there is always the kind of small chance, admittedly, but still a chance that we could sneak in to the top 8. That's a good breakaway. There's only 3 additional minutes of added time, if you're asking me, Chief. That's what's left, Kevin. Yeah. Another two to make it a bloodbath in Bromley. Well, that's probably going to be the fucking like headline, isn't it? Like a belter in Birmingham, and then it'll be like fucking Aston Villa 3, Celtic 3. It's a decent ball across. Villa will try something in the kind of 2 minutes or so that they've got left. Ball through the back is dangerous. Potential for them to do something. Great challenge, Trusty. That's how you hold your man up. Good hustling, man. He had to step in perfectly there, and he did that fucking spot on. Good. Nice to see that the defenders have came to play. It's taken them 25 minutes, but they've started to get involved. How is my miss the next game? The good old-fashioned UEFA yellow, well, a cumulative yellow rule. So he misses 2 matches because of that red card that he got against Young Boys at the end. Which, I mean, I still maintain this. It absolutely wasn't a fucking goddamn red card. I don't care. Mr. Fallout. That is a brilliant name. I love Fallout. Fallout's one of my fucking favourite games. In the event of total atomic annihilation, here's other things that you can do to make you special. Thank you for subscribing, man. Very much appreciated. Anyone that's subscribing, bless you. Thank you very much. Oh, very kind of you, Megan. Yeah, 2-game foul. Oh. Scales, watch your man. Yep. I was going to fucking say there was an overlap man behind him. If he turned there, he could have got caught cold, but big man was switched on, good to see it. The ball across is a bit dangerous. That's a lovely touchdown in fairness as well, and they're trying to break away Villa, but Celtic just again get their bodies in front of it, get it back up the field, force them to come at us. This is good. That game should count as one game himself. True, but he did get a red card in that game, that's the problem. Good hold up first, come on lads. Just get to the end of this half. Very good first, man. Very, very good. City are 1-0 down. Oof. That means that they're pretty much out, right? I mean, we'll have a little look at half time. Yeah, I guess no my either. I think we know that. That's very, very common knowledge, I would say. But oh, good passing behind. Villa have a last chance right as it ticks over to the 48th minute now, I should say. This corner will be the last chance for them. And if we can defend this, then you got to say, if you're a neutral, this is a hell of a game. Aston Villa opening up 2 very quick goals at Villa Park, one of which was a very well placed finish for Rodgers, but of course Celtic being able to actually spin the game a little bit back in our favour, forcing the issue and trying to get back into it ourselves. I'm just thinking if we had a full strength team, this could be a much different game. Villa have a chance though, that's a big miss. I think it was Konza that got on the end of it, one of the big defenders definitely did anyway. Don't know why they let that one go, but for fuck's sake, could have been dangerous. It looked a lot worse in the first camera angle. It was actually about that wide, but still. And I think that is half time decent enough. We'll take it. Emery storms down the tunnel. He is not happy by the looks of it. But I fucking am. Get it up there! Wave came back. I don't know how that's happened. I need a look at the stats. Yeah, like we've managed to throw ourselves back into it. Martinez is probably not having the best goalkeeping performance, but it feels like they've had a lot more than 4 shots. Pass accuracy's been decent. We've been trying to go forward whenever we've had the ball. And more importantly, with the way that the table lines up, god damn, there's a couple of things that go all the way here. We're currently 19th, we're vibing. But like I said, 1-1 would put us up to 15 points, which, in case you don't know, puts us in this type of bracket. Obviously, we're pretty much in this little area here. So it's definitely within the realms of causing something. But we need a couple of things to go in our favour. We'd need one of these teams to lose, or ideally Atalanta to lose at least. One of these teams anyway. They're all very good sides, don't get me fucking wrong. So, I mean, yeah. Let's have a little look through some of the actual other results. Thank you to whoever just subscribed. We're 1 away for 1570, which is fantastic. Thank you very much. So, PSV are 2-2, right? Real Madrid are 1-0 up against Brest. That's not too much of a surprise. Ross are 2-1 up. Own goal for Trona, that makes sense. Then there's our game, which is an absolute belter. Cannot fault it whatsoever. Zagreb are 1-0 up against Milan, so give them credit actually. I mean, fair enough. And they actually got the goal before the red card, so I was going to, fair enough, can't even argue with that. And our 2-0 up against Monaco. What are some other results? Bayern are 1-0 up against Slovan Bratislava. Leverkusen are 1-0 up against Sparta Praha. Oh, PSV just went 3-2 up against Liverpool. Oh god. Well, there you go. Right, literally right as I clicked off it, Ricardo Pepe just scored. It just came up in the corner of my screen there. Well, there you go. The more you know. Why is it going down the fuck? Yeah, I don't know. Girona are 2-1 up again, or 2-1 down, I should say, against Arsenal. Fair play to Arsenal there. Dortmund are 2-0 up against Shakhtar Donetsk, which is fair. Bruges are actually winning 1-0. Rafael Onyedika, that's incredible. Can't even say anything except fair enough, honestly. Like, damn. And there was one other game that I missed, or 2 other games. Oh yeah, Sturm Graz are 1-0 up against. Wait, oh my god, Leipzig could genuinely, like. Oh, that's going to hurt Leipzig a lot, man. 1-1 in 8. There's some definitely interesting results here for damn sure. God damn. You got a 3-3 out of 45 to 1. It's potentially on, Crow. I would honestly say keep an eye out for it. 3-2 to PSV. Yeah, we've just seen that, man. That's incredible. It's taking guts to get back into this. I know, I'm very optimistic now. Like, no matter what, in my heart, I'm like, we've given it a good go. Like, if we have a second half where we kind of play like that again, minus the first 5 minutes, I ain't complaining. Back the bus at the top now. I'd say it's a mix of both. Pot the bus to kind of let Aston Villa burn through their energy and then try and catch them on the break. We knew we were in the playoffs for a long time anyway, Paul. We knew that after the Young Boys game, but the kind of stipulations that if Celtic win this game, there is the small mathematical chance. I think at the start of the night it was around 17%, where if certain results go in our favour and we win this game, we can sneak into a top 8 spot. So Celtic are still within the realm of possibility of being able to steal this. But Aston Villa have better odds because if they win the game, they would have a much higher chance. I think it was around like 75% to get into the top 8 and skip the opening round of the playoffs as well. Yeah, we're going to need to just do what we're doing there because Villa weren't good under pressure. But currently we're 19th, Paul, if you're curious. So I think based on our draw rates, most of the odds would put us against one of the top seeds anyway, for sure. It's just a case of which one we would get. Oh, you poor bastard. Unlucky rap, man. Hello to you as well, Paul. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate everyone that is. We do very much appreciate every single one of you. But yeah, I mean, I don't think there's too much else to really add. It's in terms of changes, I don't think we really need to do much. I think if there's any maybe slight tweak I would consider making, it's maybe get Palmer on around the 65th. Get someone that can actually get a cross in, because it's like, again, we're having to rely on getting Taylor down that flank to get those like looping crosses, because Yang's more across the box, right? But if you get Palmer on, my thinking is that not only do you have someone that's a bit more direct and can actually take on his man, because I'd imagine obviously if you decide to play him on the left, which is what a picture would be doing, then he'd be matched up against whoever's on the right hand side, so it'd be, I think, Konza if he cuts inside anyway. So it's one of those, like, we can definitely force the issue. Just east of Glasgow, Chief. North Lanarkshire. Hat-trick inbound with the big man. Aye, hopefully so, James. Nice to see you too, but hope you're doing good as well, my man. It's just showing some of the highlights of the other games as we're running through this here. Curious to see what the fuck happened in the PSV game. Ooh. What about Bernardo? I feel like Bernardo is... it's a case of what do you prefer, right? Because Rio has been pretty good when it comes to like getting in with the other midfielders, because we're just putting multiple bodies on people to try and like over encumber the midfield whenever there's space there. So we do have that in our favour. Bringing on Bernardo would slow that down. But I see your thinking, to be honest with you, Mark, because if we bring Bernardo on, not only do you have someone that's a bit more physical that can match up against like Tielemans and Kamara a bit better, but on top of that, you would have someone that can actually spread the play, because he's a man that can, you know, he can pass with both feet. Rio's a bit more, I guess, locked in. You know what I mean? He likes to kind of take a touch, lay it after Bernardo. If he gets that ball coming into him at speed, he won't waste the time with a touch. He'll just fucking flick it on and hope that somebody's on the move. And Ida's been very good off the ball. His running off the shoulder has been very effective, especially off the back of Mogard, I believe his name is. Daniel Cummings to come on and score. Oh my god. That'd be amazing. Just a wee youngster, 95th minute, fucking like 35-yard volley straight off the fucking ball, just over the line. Celebrates by giving it the middle finger. South Lanark's a hell yeah. To be fair, I've been down there a few times, mostly for Tinto Hill reasons. Very, very good choices. Jesus Christ, I haven't heard a Mexican red in a while, man. That's a fucking throwback. You collected under 2.5 in the Arsenal game. To be fair, they have had a lot of very stale, like 1-0, 0-0, scrappy ass types of draws, you know. Wouldn't really surprise me too much if that did happen, but nah. It's just already 2-1 in that game, chief. Rip. So far so good. We just need to kind of keep things a wee bit more calm. Even if we get a point, I'd honestly take that. I said at the start of this whole thing, when we got like our draws done, I reacted to it in a Discord with a bunch of people, and we all kind of gave our thoughts and feelings, I guess. I kind of put us at around 12 points. 12 points was what I kind of said. So... oh, over 2.5? You should be good then. They're 2-1 up, chief. If they score one more, you're fine. It's pretty much... it's a good way to kind of summarise this area, to be fair with you, Rab. It's going to pot in a lot of aspects. I think, Kevin, nice to see you, man. Hello to you, chief. I'm doing fantastic for the most part. I can't really complain too much. I've just been vibing. Pretty busy week, couple things going on in my life which is pretty interesting, but for the most part, just vibing. I was at the Young Boys game last week and it was fun as fuck, I'm going to say, man. I'm not going to forget that atmosphere. It was balling. And Giles has been excellent. He has been. He's been really good in that matchup with Tielemans. Like, that's what I was kind of laying on earlier on. It's that little Belgian battle in the midfield because it's two very similar type of players. Tielemans, very technical, very like calm on the ball, and Giles, very technical, very calm on the ball. You've got Tielemans who's a bit more taller than the rest of them, a bit more physical, can get in, and Giles is kind of doing that role for us this game, obviously, because Rio's playing on the other side, and no disrespect to Rio, but he's like 5'7", he's not going to be able to kind of body up against, you know, the bigger boys in that midfield kind of area. Maybe against Rodgers when he's attacking, but that's about it. Showing the highlights between the other games there. PSG are potting off against Stuttgart as well. Yeah, well, there's your table as it stands. Interesting one. Let's have a little look now that all the scores have been updated. It should update the table so you can get a bit more of an idea of where we're at. But right now we're vibing here, which no matter what, we're safe. Mathematically we cannot be caught, but I'm kind of curious to see what happens with City now, because even if they do overturn this, they're still in the danger zone potentially if Sporting manages to dig out a point. This is like, man, if City did, like, bear in mind, these guys are fucking good, or meant to be good as well. Cobridge Main Street is a bit of a fucking... I mean, Jesus Christ. I think the only thing that's pretty decent about Main Street now, especially with Coatbridge's one's the 8-ball pool. The pool room is very, very nice. I'd recommend that to anyone that kind of goes there, but besides that, there's not too much else, I'll be real. Hamilton's as well, to be fair, too right. I used to go to the one in Motherwell a lot when I was a kid, because my aunt used to live relatively close to, like, pretty much where I live, right beside the train station in Motherwell. See, our game plan changes without Maeda. I mean, our game plan hasn't changed. It's still very much the same. Like, get the ball out to the wing, funnel it in with a quick cross, try and force issue. But the difference is, Maeda probably would have been a bit better for this game, because Yang has given the ball away poorly under a few circumstances, that's what I will say. Yeah, if you're going by food, I would say either the Black Rooster or the McDonald's. That's basically it. You know what I mean? You have a couple of decent takeaway places, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that's probably the nicest way to summarise it. Just isn't enough money for the councils. Getting a bit about myself, Joe. I feel bad for City, but at the same time I don't, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine them, like, at the start of the season, like, yes, we are here to win this, we are going to go all the way, and it's like, actually, corruption charges, and all of a sudden they're like, oh. And then they start losing a bunch of games. Like, it's written in the stars. It's just so that they do, like, if they get dock points, they're like, they were falling off anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, I can't honestly disagree with that. The people in this area are, like, mostly very nice. They're insane, don't get me wrong, like, don't speak to half of them, but if you come from this area, you're more than fine. There's no issues. Good to see it. Put a bet on for them to get a hat trick, Martin. Just cement the deal for us if you don't mind. Oh, I think that's where my granddad used to go every now and then. Because there's a few places. So you've got the big three that's not too far from here, which a lot of people kind of go to, or used to go to, I should say, when they used to have like pool tables in there. AMT Celt's just, oh, how you doing? Sounds like hearing Cali about substitute knife crime for gun crime. I don't even need a knife, man. I could just put a glicky away. Like, nah, fuck that shit. Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you for resubscribing for 4 months. And the Champions Crew one as well, Megan. Thank you very much. If we're bringing home Tierney and Jota, let's go out and bring back Dembele. He would fucking bite he would bite off so many hands to come back to us. I think that's what a lot of players realise, and I think that's what Kyogo would... What I kind of imagine in my head, right, is like at the airport in Glasgow, or just about in France, right, like Jota and Kyogo cross paths, and Jota just kind of goes, get out, get out, get out, get out, this is not good, it's not good for your career, it's going to end, like, no, that's it. But Kyogo's just like too polite, he's just like, huh, walks past him with a smile on his face. But the second half's about to start, so hopefully it would ball out, get something going. If we can manage to get this done, then fuck me, I'll be happy. If we manage to overturn this, then Jesus Christ. But we've already given a good account of ourselves. We've certainly shown up to play, especially in the last 20 minutes of this half. So, in the first half I should say, so if we can start as we mean to go on, get some decent football played, potential for us to do some damage. But there's 2 players on hat tricks, so there's definitely going to be some potential for a surprise or two. Adam Ibrahimovic. Well, to be fair, if he wins us this game, then pretty much he pays for the fucking 9 million, doesn't it? Because we get about 12 million for winning a match. Or is it? Does it work like that? In league phase? Oh, in the league phase I think it's 8. 8 or 10. You're in the silico. Oh god, you're in the worst area. Or one of the worst areas. That's where all the fraud happens. Football time, gentlemen. Kick some fucking ass. Play some ball. Villa know that they pretty much have to go for this. We're pretty much in the same boat where, listen, we might as fucking well. There's always the chance that with other results we can sneak in there. Granted, right now it does not look likely. Our odds are less than, I just checked, they're 2%. But it's still there. There is hope. But the second half's underway. We've got it going. Hopefully there is a game of football to be played. Villa will kind of start. Oh, already they nearly give the ball away straight away from the press, and Celtic have just immediately gone back to playing that high pressing line, trying to force their defenders to clear it out for the back, and it's working out very well so far because they're just having to take a touch and pass it, touch and move, touch and move. There's that ball down the right hand side, but they've got Trusty there who can probably just take a... That's very... a weird touch for Trusty, but he does get it back to Schmeichel comfortably enough, and Schmeichel nearly plays a loose ball into McGregor, but McGregor's smart enough to just whack it straight back to him, basically saying, hey man, I did not have the time for that, don't do that again. Scales. Lovely pass. There's a bit of a trip up there. The referee, I was going to say, should give a full for that. It was a bit of a late clip. Villa do indeed need the win for top it. Detroit, goddamn. It's just straight up where like cars and all that used to be built, right? Or where a good amount of them used to be built in America. There's a ball across the face of the box. Schmeichel's just going to punt that one out. As it stands in terms of the league, with us drawing, we could get Villa again in the playoffs. I think there is a rule that UEFA set where you can't play the same team that you already have. So like, there's a few teams that we can't play, like Dortmund, Atalanta. We wouldn't get drawn against them again. So I'm not sure, honestly. Like, the rules aren't really fucking specified. Like, I think they'll touch on them when the live draw happens on Friday. Like, what the actual specifics are, because I know there's a few teams that can't play against each other. But we'll keep them across the base of the line now. That's a good step in, good press from us, good hustling for Johnston. Keep it on him, son. Nice. I respect that. Villa do just as well to get away for that. It's good football around for both teams there. Brilliant, kind of again attacking defence first there, but just as good for Villa to get out of it. Trip his man up, that's going to be a foul. That's just silly. Very silly for Yang. Nothing else to say there. Where the fuck's my water? Water. Yeah, it was just silly for Yang. He just kind of drags his leg across the back of his man, catches him on the loose end. Not ideal. Oh, lovely win. Potential for us to break, played into space. Rio cuts it back. Potential for Kuhn to do something with it, but doesn't necessarily choose to go forward. It goes back instead. Skills cuts it back to Trusty after a 1-2. Good enough for Johnston, just kind of lays it back to Trusty, going around the back. I do have a can here, Chief. Always have a can here. Just wanted to switch up with a wee bit of water. Oh, it's like, I like that for Yang. It was a really good, like, attempted touch, but he was under a lot of pressure there. I don't like that though. They played it out to the right. Here's Bailey. Good touch for Leon. Gets into the box, rolls across the entire face of it, to be honest, and goes out to the other end to Kuhn. Jones is just going to force that one up the pitch as far as he can, and Kuhn will chase it down. He'll force it on to Kamara, force the touch for Bogard back towards the skipper for Villa this match. Perfect time for hiccups to hit. Bliss. Oh, we hit 1570. Fantastic. Well, that's a sub goal for this stream hit. If we can gain a couple more, fantastic. I'm dying. Holy shit. I love to see it. We'll get back there. Our stick's now frozen. That's pain though. I think that's what I'm thinking as well, Kevin. I think there is like a set rule, at least in the first round, or like the round of 32 I should say, that's a ball through the... Why would you allow that to go, Kuhn? They've gotten into the box with it. Allen's done well to shimmy out, but Digne steps in front of him, wins it back. Fucking hell, man, stop with the hiccups. Tielemans, edge of the box. Got back to him. Don't think Ramsey wanted to take the inside touch too early. Laid across the face, still dangerous, but Celtic seem to be setting their shape quite comfortably for now. Step to the side, comfortable enough, good shit. That's really good pressing first. Force them back, good. Come on. Do not step after them for a second, boys, because you give them space. Villa can definitely expose it. They've shown us that twice already. Good step in for Yang, forces the long ball. Taylor's going to have to win this against Bailey, but to be fair, Bailey does well to hold it up, and it's going to be a bit of a press out. Again, edge of the box, great ball across the face. It's a very loose pass though, you have to say. There's a couple of hands that went up in the box for Villa there because it was just not the greatest pass, but they still have it in the final third. Ball in could have been dangerous, well dealt with. Celtic have to break for the back. Lovely turn for Rio, he's just got away for two of them, but nobody's up to support. Yang is for some reason just there, like you need to fucking step out to the wing. I think that's what Rio's trying to point to him and say. McGregor has to step in and cover for him, and that just really murdered a good chance to breakaway. That's what I'm saying. If we had Palmer playing on the left, that would have been an indirect run. He eventually tries for it now, but that one's more towards either than it is Yang. Yang will kind of put the pressure on, try and force him to go backwards at the very least. Loose pass, McGinn's there. Let's just go right across. It's a lovely pass, to be fair. And Villa will look to go forward again. Digne. Imagine where Kyogo and Maeda terrorising this would be a massive result so far. I mean, it still is a massive result as it stands. You know what I mean? Like, see, for all intents and purposes, like, again, you're coming away from home against a very, very good side by their own right. And we're giving them a very solid game. Like, I cannot complain with, minus the opening 10-15 minutes, I would say. Anything besides that, this is a very solid, like, you can tip your hat and say good performance for us so far, but we need this to continue for 90 minutes. That's a loose ball for Scales. Did we keep that in? I think we did, actually. That one's popped off a Villa player and we get a throw in. That's good. Really good hustling to keep that in. How you doing, Robert? Nice to see you, man. Have we made any changes? We haven't made any changes on I should have just said that beforehand. Brest equalised when Madrid. Good for them. Boobs always equal anything, you know what I mean? Well, first half, even though we had much game possession wise. Exactly. But then again, our most historical win in the Champions League, we had fucking less than like 18% of the ball, so keep that in mind. Lovely pass. Good control. Nice. Good fucking feet. That's still in play as well. McGregor's done well to hold it up. Steps in his man. We're just doing what we need to here. Oh wait, did it go out of play? Rodgers and Emery are having a laugh at least. That's good to see. At least they're kind of mutual about it. We'll love to see it. What do you think Rodgers' substitutes will be and when? I think the first ones will probably come in the next 10 minutes. We've won the ball back. That's not a foul, referee. Villa are going to take advantage of it and they might have a breakaway chance here. That is fucking bullshit. That was not a foul. They've got him behind. Trusty's done fantastic to stay on his feet. That is brilliant defence for him, but I'm confused as to how that was a foul. I mean, they did well to like immediately try and pounce on it and get something away out of it, but that, I'll be honest, that was very weak. All I'm saying is if they're getting those calls, we better be getting them when they happen for us. Oh, that's lovely for Rio. The little side-to-side touch was fantastic. That's another wipeout. The referee doesn't fucking... What the fuck, man? That's not a foul, though. That's just my point. How do you fucking play the advantage and foul for them, but they do worse, but they get to have their shot? Same fucking thing. Wins the ball, but goes through his man. Isn't that literally what you just gave the foul again? It's fine. Whatever. Football. Ball's sent forward. Good header by Digne, but it should be gathered by Johnston. Does well. Oh, that layoff touch for Kuhn. Run, my man. Run, Johnston. That's a ball into space, but it's just fucking... I honestly should have kept running, but I like the idea. Either tried to step in on the run, but it was just about cut out in time by the Villa shot stopper. That's unlucky. Good attempt, though. That is lovely fucking passing. Come on, boys, stay on him. Step inside. McGregor does well to cover, forced out towards the left. Again, McGregor just stays with his man. He's doing his best to keep the boys in the middle in check. Brilliant stuff for the skipper so far. But Villa again, very calm, setting their shape where they need to. They're not really panicking just yet. You can still see a lot of calmness in the way they're passing the ball. Give them credit where it's due. It's very similar to how we could have let the fact that we went 2-0 down rock us. They could have easily let the fact that we just scored twice against them away from home rock them as well. But both teams have like a mutual respect for each other now. I think you can see the way that they're playing. There's a lot of mutual 50-50s that are going for and against us, and it's a very even game for the most part now. Celtic do well to clear these lines. It's just a kind of pop away clearance, so Villa will still have it inside our half. Got your top on now, fuck yes, my man. Ref is from I wouldn't say that. It's just very inconsistent. In the first half, he was letting a lot of fouls just go, and now it's like every touch for them seems to be given. It's a wee bit. I don't know. I know that they're looking for the fouls. It's UEFA rules, right? But Villa try to play that intricate passing style in the edge of our box, but we've kind of marred it out. And again, it's the right idea to try and get it clear, but straight into the possession of another shot that's Aston Villa based is not exactly what you want to be doing. Good hustling from us. Referee's probably going to say that's a foul too, and it is. Tielemans goes down. Foul's given. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, Briscoe got wiped off. That's unlucky. Well, to be fair, yeah, if you want to keep a clean sheet, You do need to wipe down the breast, so that's kind of how it goes. Villa do have a very dangerous chance. What's my maths saying here? About 40 yards, give or take, 45 maybe. It's definitely not within shooting range, but it's more of an overlapping cross, which is exactly what he goes for. Overlapping cross, Trusty heads it, Kuhn just hooks it away. It's starting to get a wee bit desperate on the defensive clearance end. But Yang, for all intents and purposes, keeps a minor chase on just to make sure Martinez doesn't take a touch and stabilise himself. It's sent forward again. It's a great ball, but just a bit too much power on it. I really like that idea, to be fair to Digne. Reckon Brendan sussed them out. I wouldn't say that. Again, remember, like, the thing about Emery is that he's a very adaptive coach, right? Like, he tends to change his tactics depending on what he needs to do. But I think it might have been the fact that he was forced into that early change with Matty Cash coming off. It might have just kind of messed up a couple of defensive things that he might have wanted to go for. That's well kept in. Brilliant effort, Kuhn. Who's on our bench? We have a couple of options that we can go for. If you're talking midfield options, you can maybe go for Bernardo. So that's an obvious choice. Obviously, you can go for McCown as well. I think those would be the two kind of main switches that you go for once the midfield tires out a little bit. I'd say Palma, you can make a case for him, and I guess if Kuhn gets tired, you could always bring on Forrest, but there ain't too many other changes. In terms of striker options, the only other change we've got is really Daniel Cummins, right? And I don't think you want to bring on a kind of youngster in a situation like this. It's a different story if you're like 3 or 4-0 up or something. We've done well to win the ball back there. Brilliant feat for Johnston. Oh, hold on, chance, edge of the box. Johnston, cross, takes a big deflection. We're trying our best to hustle and win it back. I'm not really sure what's happened there, but I think Villa have gotten away with it. That was calm-ass defensive touching, in fairness. Jesus Christ, that could not be that calm if I tried. Ball's played forward and Villa's on a break now, but there's a chase down, good hustling. McGinn does well to hold the ball up. There's a break though, it's a 2v1, this could be it. It's a fucking, I don't know what Casper's doing, it's a shit, that is exactly the fear, man. We miss a very big chance to score. They walk up the other end and get a fucking tap in. Watkins scores for very close range, and I'll tell you what, Schmeichel's positioning there was fucking bad. Don't know what Scales was doing, pressing as high up there as he was. That's unlucky as shit. We have half an hour to maybe try and save something here. Really unlucky when you consider the fact that we just fucking spawned a really decent opportunity, but that's how it goes. It's just really stupid, man. Like, Scales way too far up there. The pass into space. McGregor has to try and like cut back, and so Allen has to come across. He can't really win it. McGregor can't close down McGinn by the time the pass comes through. Trusty has to commit. He can't not. Johnston can't drop back in time, and it's a simple ball across. And again, Casper's fucking positioning there is actually just shit. Nothing I can say about that, man. He's basically standing like away from his left-hand post. Like, if you know there's going to be a high chance he's cutting that across, you fat dick, like, at least fucking recognise that, maybe. And Villa managed to snatch something. That's a little bit fucking annoying considering, but it is what it is. Fair enough. Right on the hour mark. Just need to do what we did again in the fucking first half. Oh, that's a big deflection. Should be a corner for us. That's a corner for us, so we'll have a chance to do something, I guess. It's just irritating, the fact that we conceded through a very, it was just stupid. I don't know why Scales was trying to play as a fucking left winger, basically, but it really fucked our positioning there on that quick counter. We got caught cold. Oh, you know, the English commentators do love whenever that happens. It's fine. Still have time. And Jail's ball into the box. It's awkward. Spilled. What the fuck was that? How have you kept that in, Angels? That's fantastic. Jesus Christ, this is a confusing passage of play. We still have it. Ball into the box. Dangerous. Cleared away. Loose touch. Scales steps in and wins it back. Good fucking feet for him. Sent up and high. Apparently it's offside. Referee agrees with it, I guess, and it's offside, so there we go. We need to go game, boys, man. Get that fucking equaliser. McGowan and Forrest, loads of changes you would make, I'm guessing. So ball sent forward, chase down's on. Trusty should be able to force a issue here. He does hold up well against. That's brilliant against him. That's a stupid ball. That's a fucking Schmeichel, man. Stop with your shit, big man. Seriously now. Shot, big opportunity, sails over the bar. He's panicking, man. Stop fucking doing that. Take a touch, pass it out. Stop fucking hitting it full speed into the middle of the fucking goddamn lane, man. Horrible for Schmeichel, man. He's like, as soon as he's fucked up, it's not good at all, man. Gets let away with one big style there. He covers himself just about, man. It's like the definition of redeeming your mistakes. He's just about got his hand to that, but if he didn't, that would have been a big fucking error. What the fuck's happening there? Then that's got to be a foul. Referee says no. This is okay, ref. Fair enough, balls into space. Villa have it again. Chance. No fucking way. That's not a penalty, man! You're more than fucking happy to give everything in these cunts. What's this? Seriously, man. You need to go back and check the foul that was just fucking... They allowed to get that half a foul? Nah. That just not offence. That needs to be fucking checked all the way back. Ridiculous, man. You better go back and fucking check that last one, because I'm pretty fucking sure there were hands pulled all over the fucking Celtic midfielders to give that ball away. And that's what Trusty's saying. He's wagging his finger at the sideline and going, no, first of all, I got the ball, which he pretty much did. Very softly, but he does get the ball. Watkins doesn't even really get touched. He just falls down. That is a diving fucking... That is a dive, I'm sorry. Nobody over the fucking height of 5'10" goes down like that unless they're looking for it. And that's what Trusty is genuinely trying to say to the referees. He's like, what the fuck is this? Like, you let them walk away through a clear and obvious foul. They get through, and what? That's a penalty, but you can't check like for 2-3 seconds ago. We need to get that checked. I'm sorry. That's what Trusty is like. Trusty and McGregor are both saying to the referee, you need to check this. Because they have every fucking right to. But he doesn't seem interested, because of course you ain't, mate. You got that fucking 50 grand paycheck in your back pocket, right? You fucking bastard, you. You need to check this, man. You've got a bunch of players appealing. You have to at this point. This isn't a case of, oh, we can just let it run. You have to. You've got half the Celtic squad going, hey, man, fucking check that. It's... They're not even checking it. What's the fucking point, man? Fuck's sake, the top 5 leagues are so protected in games like this. Fucking scummy, corrupt bastard cunts, man. Every single one of these fucking orange-shirted bastards, man. What the fuck? That's a penalty now? Got it, man. One fucking set of rules for one fucking league, another set for the others. Got it fucking firm and square, pal. They've dived so much in this game and they've gotten away with it basically every time. This is the biggest, like, the fact is we're going to lose this game as well. If this goes in, shot. What? Get around you, you fucking prick! That is karma! That is karma! He scuffed it! Cheers, big man, that's how you fucking redeem yourself. But what the fuck was that? They shouldn't have got the penalty. But it looks like Watkins decided to play rugby for a bit. Balling! He kicks it into his own fucking foot. What, you trying to assist yourself, pal? Way! Fucking referee, man. He needs fucking questioned after that. How was that even given in the first place? Use that now, boys. Use it. That is about as big as a let-off as you can be given. 23 minutes, give or take, left in this game. We have to fucking go now. Oh my god, man. This game has been fucking weird to watch, I'll be honest. But we just need to get back into it. That's all I care about, man. Just if we can get an equaliser, I'm vibing. I'm happy. Life is good. I'm very proud of the way that we've played so far, especially given the fact that the referees have clearly picked their fucking favourites. Now Martinez is actually... You're ball wasting on the 68th minute, you fat fuck. Come on now. So ball is sent forward. Trusty once again gets physical with his man. Wins the challenge that time. Surprised Watkins didn't fall over again. He would have fucking got another penalty most likely. Definitely going to be an interesting 20 minutes or so now, I'll fucking say that much. Come on, boys. This Tielemans is going to be teeing up for the cross. So that'll be kind of interesting at least. Just need to get this one clear, boys. Tielemans. Kind of mid-swinger, popped up and awkward and over everybody. It should be out for a corner on the other side. Good work for Trusty again. Defensively he's been a lot better in the second half. I feel like Schmeichel's had a bit of a mid type of game, I'll be honest with you. I mean, true, he's made one or two really decent saves, but fuck me, he looked panicky at times. You can say that about a lot of the players in this team though. Well, I guess they're changing up their tactic last second, fair enough. Okay, that was just... Villa are just doing everything they kind of waste time now. That was like 4 different routines and you just went back to the one you did first. Like, what the fuck's the point in that? Swung in. Headed down. Takes a pop up. Scales does enough to get on the end of it. Chance for Villa. Good save, Schmeichel. That's a bit better, big man. Good way to shut me up. Gets his leg down out and fast and he manages to pretty much get it over the bar. It's going to be another corner kick chance for Villa. Jack, I really don't feel like you're watching the same game as us, Chief. Like, yeah, they've had a decent stint, I guess, Villa over the last 10 or 15 minutes, but it's not exactly been one-sided, Chief. It's going to be cleared away. How's your control? That was lovely, and the ball's been sent forward. Is Jan going to get there? No, he falls over for some fucking reason. Okay. I think he might be done. I'll be honest with you, because if that was Kuhn, or if that was literally probably anybody else, that would have probably resulted in a chance. That's a lovely touch. If it arm lays it off towards that left hand side, overlap and run could be there. Play it safe and go back. McGregor plays a 1-2 between him and Taylor. Fair enough, Mark. Go on, Skills. Plays any space. Good pass for Rio. McGregor. Nice cut back. Trusty lays it off to Johnston. We've got a potential run down that side now. We have to use space, lads. He's kind of holding the ball up a bit too fucking much now. Oh, I appreciate the person unsubscribed. Very nice, very cool. Well, I've gained a few this stream, so I ain't too displeased with that whatsoever. Thank you for anyone that has subscribed. Very nice of you. So that's a lovely ball out towards the right hand side. Use the space, Kuhn. Come on, son. Great pass from range. Have a crack. Does have a crack! Oh, it's a great fucking hit. Fucking hell, man. Rio nearly squeezed it in. That's a lovely shot for the Japanese man, but he can't keep it on target. It just about gets past the post. I think Martinez might have probably had it covered. But lovely effort for Rio. That's exactly what you need to do, man. If you get a little bit of space, a little bit of... just a tiny chance to have a crack, you've got to take it, and Rio takes that very good opportunity, it just doesn't go in though. And there are some changes, and it looks like they're going to be the changes I was talking about. Bernardo's going to come on, makes sense, and Palmer's going to come on for Yang, so we're definitely going to go for a bit more of the crossing approach. We're going to try and get offloading runs where we can, so we have to take advantage. But it's on, it's off, Yang is off. Looks like we're going with a more technical approach in the midfield. Which can we get his shooting boots on? To be fair, he's been playing very good this game. Looks like Villa might be considering making a change themselves. Yeah, it's going to be Digne coming off. Just going to bring on a bit more of a physical presence themselves. I can't believe Yang down now. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, admittedly. I don't know, it's just a bit of a shame, because I really wanted Yang to have a good game. Like, this, because Idas had a very good game. I mean, I haven't seen much of him in the second half, admittedly, but you know, this is like the kind of games where you want their kind of like spare part players to kind of show up and make their kind of case known. And I mean, Yang's not really done that today, I'll be honest. He's had one or two decent moments, don't get me wrong, but for the most part, trust he's up in a battle against Watkins again. Great feat for him. And I was going to say, if he gave a foul for that, I was going to fucking yell. Good. Trivela pass. Lovely Trivela pass as well, by the way. Hold on a second, we've got him behind. Can we get the ball across? Shot spilled. It's just about fucking tipped behind by Martinez. I don't think he was expecting a shot. I don't think I was either, honestly. It's not a goal kick though. The fuck are you talking about? He was definitely onside with the ball in behind. Let's have a look here. Yeah, he definitely spilled that. That's 100% a corner kick. There we go. I was just... Come on, boys. 75th minute. Ball into the box. Dangerous. It's ball pulled down into the hands of Martinez. I think it was Scales who got the last touch in there. I think it is based on the way the camera's panned to him, but it was a big chance there. Didn't work out for us, sadly. Rodgers is up on his feet, he's looking towards the bench, maybe considering making another change or two in the next 5 or so minutes. Good press for Palmer, put some pressure on. It's good from us again, we're keeping that on, and come on boys, that's good. That's not a foul, but the referee will give it as a foul. The referees, like even the Aston Villa players just preemptively stopped and started walking. That's when you know. Every time they fell over, man. Martinez gets it back for the pass for Konza. He might just send that one forward, and that's exactly what happens. Good take in touch. They actually fell over again, trying to find a foul though. And somehow they get away with it. That's amazing. Ball into space. Could be game here. Oh, side netting. It really should have been game there. Fuck's sake, Watkins misses another big chance. So a few of them now. Come on boys, played out from the back, simple take and touch. Keeps it content, lovely pass, although the touch for Rio was just a little bit loose. It's allowed Villa to kind of maintain it in the final third. Switch pass, good touch from McGinn. Laid off back towards the defensive end. Villa's starting to kind of slow the ball down though. They're kind of realising that a goal is technically enough for them to do what they need to do here. Covey's just made that point there actually, as I've said, but yeah, well, 7th place as it stands, so if it holds they won't be complaining too much. Celtic are just doing this for pride mostly, because I don't see us scoring 2, but there is the potential for us to get 1 back, and I would honestly, if we get that, I'd say it's one of our best Champions League performances in a while, when you consider the circumstances how the first 2 goals happened. There's still some football to be played here. Tielemans held up and switched back to him after 1 or 2 passes. Across the back line, there's a good press there. Celtic are doing their best to force the issue, but Villa might just go back or switch it high here. They do actually lay it off and look for that inside pass. Comfortable enough. Simple roll. There's a potential break in that side, but we've kept them marked. That's good. Either staying with his man, he's more or less penciled in being an extra man here. They play AC Milan in the knockaround. Real Madrid v City 2 if the league stays the same as right now. Pretty interesting actually. Two of the most traditional clubs in the world, Celtic and AC Milan. It'd be a classic game. Forcing the issue here. That's a great challenge for Kuhn. McGregor doesn't necessarily do a job to win it back. We're trying to claim handball there, but we do enough to win that, and we get the throw in. Decent. Another from out in 2 minutes. That'd be brilliant. That you have, Megan. That you have. I'd like to avoid Real Madrid. Look what happened the last time. Fuck that. Yeah, to be fair. Black Sausage is not too happy at all. Come on, boys. Looks like Cummings is actually going to get to see some minutes. Interesting. Very interesting. This is going to be... I mean, fuck's sake, you can put yourself on folklore with a last minute goal here. Let's see what the wee man has to offer. Come on, big man. I'm rooting for you. Let's play some football. Give Ida a lot of credit as well, by the way. A brace and a very, very tough place to come. You can't take anything away from it. If we hadn't had that shite in the first 5 minutes, this would have been a much better game for us. Agreed there. Football is a funny sport sometimes, because even though we haven't necessarily been the better side, I'm happy. I'm honestly really proud of the way we played for the most part. Just a little bit of unluckiness with the fact that we concede 2 in 5 minutes, and that's about it. You know what I mean? It's a little frustrating in that sense. But I've been very, 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 very proud of these boys. They performed brilliantly. For the most part, just got to thing my Streamlabs there 2 seconds. Is everything good? There's nothing crashing or anything, is there? Yeah, okay, that's fine. Can you fucking stop with this shit now? Sorry about that, I thought it was lagging there for some reason. It just kept fucking... You can still see me fine, right? There's no lag delay. Just want to make sure. There's a big chance. Schmeichel manages to palm that one clear, fuck's sake. Oh. That's a big save. That's a redeeming save for Casper. Fucking hell, by the way. Jesus, man, that could have honestly been the hat-trick for Rodgers that he was looking for. He gets in behind and tell you, big fucking arms. Gets himself big. That's all you can really ask a keeper to do in that situation. Much better, Schmeichel. 2 good back-to-back saves now. Still very dangerous. Villa are going to play around the edge of the box. And we win a throw-in from it. Fantastic. We just need to keep this going, man. I appreciate all the fantastic support, by the way. Everyone, fantastic. Can someone tell me how many likes we're on, by the way? Did we hit like 40? We always do 40 on Champions League games and about 25 for like leagues. That's exactly why I'm proud, honestly. Like, we've really kind of hung in there when we've had to. Like, we've made a decent account of ourselves despite the fact that obviously we've not been particularly the best. Oh, and breathe again, fantastic. It's not offside, is it? Balls. 48. Fantastic. Things you love to see. Well, we hit that too. We basically hit every single goal that I laid out for the stream, and it's not bad for a rubber match, I would say. We've got 2 other changes coming on as well, and it looks like we've got another kid coming on. McCowan's going to be the other change for Rio. That was kind of a given. We knew that was going to happen at some point. And Scales is going to be coming off as the other change, which is interesting for sure. It means we'll be able to see what happens here. Like, what the fuck? That's not a change I was expecting. a change I was expecting at all, but I'll fucking take that. We get to see a wee bit of... We've got Murray and Cummings on now. Oh, that's very kind. Thank you for subscribing, Amelia. Very, very appreciated. Hope you enjoy your time here. We vibe, we enjoy ourselves. You've got some incredible people down below. Very, very good people. Exactly it, man. We're still in the fucking Champions League party one way or another. We might be the group of people that are on the outside of the kind of like internal party, you know what I mean? But we're still playing our part, and that's all that fucking matters. That's all I wanted to see at the start of this. And a good performance is all I was hoping for as well, so brilliant. We play AC Milan, didn't we play them in a knockout game years ago when Dida pretended to get punched? Oh yeah, I remember that, fucking hell. To be fair, the last time we were in a knockout game in the Champions League, it was against an Italian side. It was Juventus, right? Oh, McGregor nearly won that back right at the edge of the D. They've given the ball away though. The chase down is on. Ball sent forward and it's a loose one given away. So Celtic will be able to get the ball back just inside our half. Oh, unlucky. Can't really fault Brest. At least they gave it a good go. Maybe we get, for vibes, right? Like how are what position are they in right now? Are they still in the top 8? Because it would be nice to play them. That'd probably be like one of the more hangy games that you would take, I would say. Come on. Are AC Milan good? They are when they play well. They're very weird. Like, think like Sporting or like who's another good example? Like a Dortmund. Either they're really good and they win very well, or they're very like bad and they lose. But this season they've been a mixed bag. It's still, they're a very, very, very good side, especially defensively. So we'd be pretty much fucked because we don't really do a lot when we have tons of chances created, and we barely do anything when we have chances. But yeah, as Rab's just said, they're not like the golden team that we kind of think of when you think of an AC Milan. Forza Juve. That's a ball that's sent forward, that's a chase down. Good hold up for Murray and simply laid off in the end by Taylor. Good work for the combining Scots there. Johnston, I was going to say, man, you need to play that a bit fucking earlier, Chief. McCowan plays it back into space. We're doing okay here, come on boys, we've got a bit of time. A bit of time yet. You've got to start considering going forward though, side to side, ain't going to date in this type of situation. You've given Villa a good respect. At the very least, the English fans can shut the fuck up about us being a bad team. Because we've given a decent account of ourselves, considering the fact that, again, we're down about 4 starters in this match. And we're seeing this game out with the children. Good pass into space, how's your hold up? Decent, but again, you're going backwards, come on man. And that play has a soft spot for me as well, just because they have a lot of Scottish players on it as well. That's a good run forward, Kuhn. Somehow still nearly finds a way through, and that's going to be a foul on Aston Villa. It's the story of the game. They fall over, it's a fucking foul. It's whatever. Bear in mind, there is a whole draw. It's not set in stone. Right, it's not as if it's like, you know, 24th plays fucking, you know, 9th or whatever. Like, there's higher odds. Again, when you take out some of the teams that we have played, there is a chance, a higher chance we get Madrid, but it's not set in stone. Come on, boys. Oh, we do love late drama. It would be nice if we could snatch one at the end. We did it against Young Boys. I'd love to be able to do the same here. It's a decent attempted ball forward by McCowan, and the chase down, I respect it honestly. Cummings will put some pressure on, it's just been sent forward, and that looks like it was offside from the original pass. I'd be surprised if they allow that to stand. Ow. There's like a loose hair that keeps itching the bottom of my nose. There we go. Come on. We need to ball out now. We have to go. 8 minutes basically been and gone. Good switch. Come on. Good Fukun. I know, but no game's set in stone. It's not done yet, Chief. There's still a few minutes. Goals can happen that switch the table up. That's what I'm saying to you. Ooh, could have been dangerous because of pass away in time. Right, we need to move forward now, boys. Sent. Straight into Martinez's hands, and this man literally wastes about a minute every time he fucking gets a hold of the ball, so we know what to expect here. I'm literally counting the seconds. He's already held the ball for 6. By the rules, this should be a drop ball. Still going. Now we're on 15 seconds that he's held it. Yeah, apparently that rule just doesn't mean shit anymore, does it? And all that just to give the ball away, you stupid cunt. Ball played into space. Awkward. McCowan nearly just about gets on the end of it. Doesn't work out there. Talks of potentially 4 additional minutes, but we'll kind of see once that comes up and is confirmed. Ball into the box is dangerous across everybody else. Good challenge for Johnston, just kind of does enough to force it out. This could be dangerous, man. We need to kind of get this one away for the love of God. Oh no, because of where he is, man, he'll be fucking dragged into the changing room and sucked till he's dry. Well, cheers for that, big man. Cheers for the help. Come on, gentlemen. We're into added time now. We're into added time. 3 additional minutes has been confirmed. That's what we've got to work with. So if we want to break, we have to break now. Sent forward. McGregor does well to hold it up, but do not go backwards. Instead, he just passes it straight into somebody that's in a fucking claret shirt instead. So I suppose that works. Takes a bounce off and we'll need to get this. Head of SFA type beat. Oh, that's a big giveaway. Big giveaway. We might have just fucked it right at the end. It's going to be 4. It's over. The youngster fucked it. You're never going to play in a Celtic shirt again, Chief. Sorry. That's it. It's game. We lose it right at the end. It's over. Probably through the worst goal I've probably seen in a long time, and it has to be one of our youngsters. This is why we don't use our academy youngsters, because they're fucking idiots. Big mistake, he gives it away, leaves Casper in no man's land. Like, I'm not going to sit there and give him too much shit because he literally is a kid, but man, that's fucking piss poor no matter what level you're at, man. That is Sunday League levels of shit. You had so much time and space, man. Tries to fucking lay off a touch when you're getting pressed. That is stupid. I feel for Murray because that is going to stay in his mind for a long fucking time, but it's a disgraceful mistake to make in his game. Schmeichel's left in no man's land, and that's just a very shitty goal to lose to. That's your classic welcome to the game type moment, let's say. It's unlucky, 4-2 definitely doesn't really deserve to be the scoreline over the course of the match, but Villa will take it in the end. It's unlucky and I'm not disappointed at all. It's just shit that so many of our goals in the Champions League in this campaign and so far have been very stale, man. Very poor mistakes. Well, there was some pride about the performance today, specifically at the end of the first half. That 20-minute stint in the first half, there was definitely some positives for it, for sure. Absolutely some positives. Yeah, just that backwards side-to-side shit that kind of caught us off guard today. You give Villa credit, man. They've taken advantage where they've had to, but it's just really disheartening because you feel like we should have gotten a bit more out of this one. Oh no, if it's Bayern, I'm going to kill myself. No matter what, there isn't an easy team you can get, man. Like, every team that's left after this, pretty much good. We're definitely still in the playoff, Chief. I think right now we'd be 20th. I mean, I'll actually check and confirm for you. 21st. Yeah. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. However, we'd finish above City, and that's funny. Although I guess they've overturned it and they've managed to get themselves into a winning position, so City might still squeeze through. But yeah, that's the standings. Very interesting. And that's full time. God damn! It's unlucky, but I can't complain about it too much. I think it's fair to say Villa deserved it on the kind of premise of play. It's a little unlucky and it is what it is, but wee bit disheartening. Especially to lose it in that way. I think 3-2 would have been a fairer scoreline. Honestly, 3-3 should have been the scoreline. We had chances. In the first half we played well. Second half we had a couple of moments. Rio's kind of real decent half kind of swing into the box was about as good as we got though. And a couple of half corner chances, but nothing else really besides that. It's kind of hard to say that Villa didn't deserve to get something from this game. They started off fantastic and kind of stabled it out for there. They did what they needed to do. You can tip your hat and say fair enough, and you know that's about the extent of it. It's again disheartening, but not disappointing. You know what I mean? It shows that we can still fight, and it shows that there's still some good things there. And again, the fact that we're down 4 starters, we're away from home, some of the players ain't up to speed and haven't played a minute of football in the better part of a couple of fucking months for the first team. Especially with some of the youngsters that we brought in towards the end, and that was evident in Murray's mistake, which is a bit of a shame, but it is, again, what it is. Yeah, but exactly like Kevin, you summed it up nice enough. Like, we did well, to the point where I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, that was fucking horrible, this is dibba, but it's just a simple case of some basic mistakes cost us. We didn't wake up or show up to the game in time, and if we were just a bit fucking switched on at the start, that game could have been very different. But again, football is one of those sports you have to be switched on from minute 1 to the last minute, and we showed today that we took way too long to get going, and we switched off just a wee bit towards the end, and Aston Villa capitalised on both fronts. That's what Premier League sides do. It's woven into them. So yeah, I mean the referee can fuck off though. He made some very bad decisions. That penalty is baffling, honestly. But it is what it is. No, it could have been a lot worse, more guys, pretty much. But mistakes need to be limited at the very fucking least, because simply put, just doing that in a playoff scenario where any mistake now is going to be very crucial, right? Like, you cannot make them. And it looks like we've got Bayern. I'm going to have a look at the table just to confirm that. Is it Bayern that we've got? Oh no. It'll be a toss-up between these three essentially. It's any one of these three. So it's either Dortmund, Madrid or Bayern. I believe it is Bayern though. Fuck. Well, at least we got to a playoff. That was something. That was a good moment, boys? Give Ida credit. He definitely deserves man of the match. Him and Kuhn were two very, very good players today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Bayern are a fucking mammoth side right now. That could be interesting. Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. This is bad. I don't know if it confirms it in the timeline or not. Yeah, I don't want to see this shit. Don't think they've confirmed it through this yet, but still. At least we'll have our lads back to give him a good game. Exactly it. Right, we'll have Chris Garden signed. Life will be good. We can have oh yeah, because it's only the top two. It's like 9th and 10th, and then 23rd and 24th, right? So anyone in between's up to a subliminal draw. So we could still actually get drawn anyone, actually. That's not too bad. Liverpool got beat 3-1. That doesn't surprise me, to be honest. They've already done what they needed to do. They could have fielded their fucking like D team today, and wouldn't be too much of a surprise if they lost. But fair play to PSV. But I thought it was like a much different scoreline than that. And I say, like, who the fuck is Amara Narlo? I never held him, so that kind of puts it into perspective, I guess. Arsenal didn't score again against Girona. And Bayern beat Slovan Bratislava. We beat Slovan Bratislava 5-1 by the logic of merit. We're going to fucking smash these cunts. If they can't beat Slovan Bratislava by more than fucking 4 like we did, game on. But nah, seriously, like, those 3 players scare me. Thomas Muller's one of my favourite players of all time. The guy is just technically class. Kane is a goat, and fucking Coleman, who's a very good technical player, scored in Champions League goddamn finals before, so that should tell you. So hopefully we don't get that. That would suck ass if we did, I'll be fully honest with you. All the other results are about as you would expect. Man City did come back and win against Bruges comfortably enough, so they managed to squeak through. Young Boys don't win any games in the Champions League. They're the only team in the Champions League that went pretty much winless, or even drawless. They didn't even get anything. They just lost. Zagreb beat Milan. That doesn't surprise me after the red card. And Inter beat Monaco. Graz managed to hold on against Leipzig, and Atletico managed to fucking smash the other Leipzig 4-1. But in our game, we lost 4-2. Bit unlucky, but it is what it is. We gave a decent enough account of ourselves. We could have made top 8. Not with the way that it mathed out, because again, if you look at the table, even if we had won, we would have gone to about 15 points. So we would have been somewhere in this bracket, but we have a goal difference. If we managed to win anyway, we would have had a goal difference of 1. So we would have been here. So we would have finished like 13th, 14th, give or take. We would have needed a couple of results to go away. Aston Villa just crept in. That should give you an idea, you know what I mean? So, yeah, there's your top 8. Liverpool, Barca, Arsenal, and Atletico Leverkusen. Obviously, Lille somehow managed to squeak in there. Fair play to them. They ended their fucking campaign brilliantly. And Villa managed to close it in on the last day just about. Atalanta, because they drew with Barca, don't get the last spot. So, yeah, there we go. Suppose there's things like that, but all that matters is that we're in. Doesn't matter. There's a few teams below us. We finished above City, Sporting, Bruges, Zagreb, Stuttgart, Donetsk, Bologna, obviously Red Star, Sturm Graz, Praha, Leipzig, Girona, Salzburg, Slovan. Like, there's a good number of teams in there that on the day could certainly fucking give you a game. So I ain't too disappointed in the slightest. I'll be fully honest with you. I'm more than okay with it. I'd rather would have seen us play Benfica. God damn. Oh, this could be interesting. I just need to kind of wait to see if there's any like actual confirmation, because the second I do, I can tell you. Ah, fair enough, Wash. It's just defeated fucking Villa Park. That's the only tweet out of this being hanged out. Can I get a confirmation of who we're drawn against, please? I don't know if that will be part of the draw that's done on Friday or not, if that will be like confirmed, but yeah, that's full time here. Can't really complain about it too much, so that is what it is. A little disheartening in some aspects, but football is football. Finishing with a -1 goal difference, I just realised that. Hell yeah. Isn't there a draw on Friday for the... I think there is, Chief, on like TNT's channel. That's what I was talking about, so maybe we get to find out then. Because was missed. God, I feel that, I feel that. It's all over the news that Man United are on a swap for Tierney. They can fuck off, quite frankly. They have a thing where they bring in left backs, make them even more injury prone, and then pop them out for like nothing. So respectfully, if I'm Tierney, just hold up. You'd rather be playing Champions League football if you ask me. That's all I need to say. Damn. A little unlucky, but that's what it is. Football is football. Definitely not fussed in the slightest. Definitely not fussed. Oh wait, here we go. Celtic or Man City play Real Madrid or Bayern. So either way we either play Real Madrid or Bayern Munich. We either play the fucking reigning champions or the favourites to win the competition. Either way, we're fucked. That is the worst possible scenario for us. Monaco or Brest will play PSG or Benfica. Sporting or Bruges will play Atalanta or Dortmund. Celtic or City will play Real Madrid or Bayern. And Feyenoord and Juventus will play whoever wins between Milan or PSV. Oh, balls, man. Either way, Celtic and City are going to have to play some fucking absolute glamour matches, because City either have to play against the defending champions or against the favourites, or Celtic have to play against the defending champions or the favourites. Oh no, man. That's going to be difficult as shit. Yeah, we need to sign a top striker instantly. There is no debate now. We just simply have to get one in, no matter what. Oh man, that's bad. It doesn't matter because we have fucking Ida. He'll score 15 goals on the route to the final. It's no problem at all. Oh, that's bad. I mean, to be fair, at least if we lose, we can at least have the excuse that we probably lose to the people that go on and win the whole fucking thing. So I'm not too dissuaded at that, but if we manage to win, I'm going to die happy, honestly. Especially if it's against a team like that, taking out a favourite. That's what Celtic used to be fucking famous for, man. So doing it again, having a chance to do it again anyway, is very big. Very happy with it. I just would have preferred to finish a wee bit higher, so we could have got Atalanta or Dortmund, because we both, we played both of them, so we know at the very least Dortmund at home we would be able to have a chance, but maybe not away. But Atalanta, we knew we could get something off, so there's that. To be fair, if you're Madrid or Bayern, you're looking at either City or Celtic and going, they're teams that are not necessarily brilliant, but they're teams that definitely have caused surprises and can cause surprises. They can certainly get a result on their day, and again, Celtic are one of those teams where if certain circumstances line up at home, there is a different level, man. There is a different level entirely, so that's my hope. But yeah, it seems like we're going to get drawn against one of the big dogs. It doesn't clarify there, but I can assure you that's the case. Actually, let's see if I can bring up a thing. 2 seconds. UCL playoff draw. Let's have a gander. Well, here's like how the basic table works here. I'm not sure if you can get like a rough idea, but I've pulled up like a thing, so it's basically positional things. So obviously we finished 21st, so we're literally just off the side here. I know that's kind of annoying that you can't see it, but yeah, it's that's how it works. Shit. Not exactly ideal. Because the thing is about the way this layout, I don't know if they're talking like 21st and 22nd play, or if it's a case that we do splits here and then it's, I think it's more or less that. But yeah, that's the basic rundown of it, I suppose. Interesting enough. It just cost us a top goal. For every goal there was something that cost us, Chief. That's kind of the sad thing about it. Like for the first one, Johnston stepping out because he doesn't cover the fucking running behind and it's a simple ball across. The second one, pretty straightforward. Why the fuck anybody was so far forward there makes no sense to me whatsoever. We step out, let them in behind and they score 2 in 2 fucking minutes. The third one was Scales being pressed too high up and Schmeichel's positioning just being nowhere near as good as it should have been, and the fourth one was just a really simple mistake for Dane Murray. Every goal was a mistake in some capacity, but yeah, but he wasn't the worst player on the park. But that's the thing, every team left is capable of getting a win, so that's what we should be thinking about ourselves, Black Squad. That's genuinely what I'm thinking. Like, every other team has to look at us and at least be wary that we can surprise them. There are underdog stories that form every year in the Champions League or the Europa League, so Celtic could be one of those dark horse teams. If we do some good strengthening and get some decent players in before the window actually closes, then it's possible. If we get like Fiskardin in, get like a decent, extra option in for, left back or whatever, then brilliant. That's all you can really ask. That's all you can really ask whatsoever. You never know. Keep the faith, Chief. That's the way I'd look at it. Ain't no reason to complain until there's a reason to complain, but I'm looking forward to it now. Definitely. Having Tierney and Carter Vickers in that back line makes it so much stronger. On paper, it actually makes it seem like a fucking proper side, and that's the difference, obviously. The fact that they wasn't necessarily a good full strength team. So, I guess when you factor all that, it could be worse. You know what I mean? Like, that's the way that I kind of look at this one. If there's an honest way to break it down, I wasn't expecting us to go in and win this one. And obviously having Maeda and Jota, because Jota can play on either side, that's the big benefit to him. So technically, if Kun isn't in fitness, we can rotate him. Jota can play on the left if needed. Maeda can play central, so we have a backup option to either, which is always nice. But still, getting an extra striker would be kind of what we need. It'd be kind of ideal. We just need to get a good striker and we should break the bank and sign a well-known one. Well, that's the thing. I don't know if you've seen it, Megan, but we're really chasing down the big Dane for Brøndby. 14 million's the kind of potential fee, but we could get him for as low as 10. It's definitely a player worth looking into. I've waxed lyrical about him for fucking years at this point, but he's genuinely really, really, really good, and I want to see him sign, because if we do, I feel a lot better about our chances. Myro missed the next game too. Misses 2 for the record. True. So that's why Jota's useful, because it'll be Jota and Kun instead. So it's not as if it's too bad, but Jota needs to be fit for that game. That's kind of what I'm saying. So having those few matches to get him in, that'd be decent. Let's get him in right now. Trust me, we're trying. His agent was in Glasgow a few days ago to have extended talks. Chris Gordon's made it clear that he wants to play in Champions League level football, so I mean, yeah, genuinely. And he is a next gen wonder kid. Like, he was put in the same fucking lists as like Mbappe and all that when he was a kid, for potential for how good he could be. And to be fair, at Brøndby, his stats are fucking brilliant, so I would say he's a genuinely brilliant shot. That's the pain about it for sure. Yeah, 0-0 away from home, and then we come to the home ground, we have all the kind of backing and passion. That's kind of the hope. That's what I would hope for anyway, man. Well, that's the thing. If you have Jota fit, you might make that choice to just stop Jota anyway. I think it will depend, obviously, depending on like Jota's actual overall form going into the game. But obviously, ideally, yeah, I'd like to have Maeda kind of fully ready to go for like a home game in the second leg. Trust me, I am in the same boat. It'd be brilliant if we did. If we don't, then fair enough, I get it, but it's going to be really hard to finish out the season with just one actual out-and-out striker, with the rest being more or less stand-ins, because you can play Forrest as a striker, but should you? Not really. You can play Maeda as a striker, but should you? Not really. You can play Jota as a striker, but should you? Not really. So we kind of need someone to actually just be like a carbon copy, almost to speak, at someone, and it's kind of like either, but not, well, maybe not in terms of height, but has that kind of ability to play the same way. So Rodgers at least has like a actual, reliable backup, someone that plays maybe with Kyogo's play style, but with someone close to the Ida's height. I suppose that's probably more accurate to what I'm trying to say. For sure. I think I need to get ready to wrap this up relatively soon, because we've been live for almost 2.5 hours. It's usually when we get ready to cut this one off. But I know just relentless with the wingers, though, they're so far. See, when you look at Bayern's squad, it's terrifying. They have some insanely effective fucking players. Like, they have experience, and then they have brilliant youth. Let's see, the player that gives me the fear the most is Jamal Musiala. I'll tell you right fucking now, when we play Bayern, that's the guy that will rip us apart. Musiala is different, gravy, man. I've watched him play against, like, Dortmund, because, again, Dortmund's a team that I support in Germany, so whenever I watch Dortmund and Bayern play, I notice this kid, and he's fucking good. What's happening there? You've seen him falling out, fuck off home. I can't honestly say I have, Chief. What's happened? It didn't charm, it's to see you, man. Thought Celtic made a good account of themselves against a good Aston Villa. Yeah, genuinely, in their own backyard, but Celtic can do better almost to the playoffs. That's what we're just discussing, Chief. Like, for the most part, like, we played okay, but we didn't play as good as we know we can. Villa just really rode out what they had to do in the first 10-15 minutes, and, I mean, could have been a different game if we took the first 15 minutes out. That game could have ended as a draw or a win in Celtic's favour, but we just didn't wake up in time, and we didn't close the game out well enough, so we got our dues, I suppose. I think a draw would have been fantastic, but, I mean, yeah, it's one of those. It's a little unlucky, but it is what it is. The good news is I did everything before I had to go live, so once I'm done streaming I can basically just fucking chill out, which is nice for me, I guess. And just go on my phone and chill. Catch up on all the other highlights that I've missed, because, I mean, every single game being played at the one time's a bit fucking wild, I'll be honest. But I think overall, I'm not as depressed as I thought I would be. See, considering the opening 10 minutes, that's a lot less depressing, I'll be real. I feel like if I'm going to clip anything, it might be Ida's double, but honestly, I'm not sure if I'll clip anything at all tonight. It's one of those. I'm not sure if I should or not. You as well, Dilla. You have a lovely night as well, Megan. If that's your way, then you enjoy yourself. Ooh. Best of luck to the Shamrock Rovers in the playoffs of the Conference League, hell yeah. They're against Molde. Molde's a good side, actually, to be fair. 100%. Oh. I'll probably be chilling in the Discord for a little afterwards. Not in the hangout or anything, I'll just kind of keep an eye on what people are saying in general. You can go in the link in the description, there's a bunch there if you want to join. And if you're looking for something to watch, before we kind of wrap things up, there's a little link to the vlog that I did for the Young Boys game, so if you haven't seen that, I'd maybe recommend that, so you can get a little bit of taste of what it's like to see Celtic win on a European night. It would be pretty good to help out me in terms of views as well, because the videos don't ever do well in terms of views, but I don't mind. It was fun as fuck. You take it easy, Robert. Pleasure having you, Chief. Absolutely pleasure having you. I'll just drag this back. Bub up. Bub up. Okay. I think I'm pretty much ready to wrap up here. All the things that are done are pretty much ready to go. I just need to pull up the next time that we're in a game, so I'll do that fast. Because it's not too long for now. But there's a little kind of sneak peek. Need Madrid in the draw. I mean, it's a toss-up of what level of, like, superstardom you're chasing, right? Because Real Madrid are obviously the kings of the Champions League, right? They're like the ones you want to beat, but Bayern are the favourites. So it's a case of like, no matter who we get drawn against, we're definitely, no matter what, 100% the underdog. Like, it's a guarantee, 100%. You take it easy, Alan. Pleasure having you, Chief. But yeah, I think it's time for me to get ready to wrap up and do all that good jazz now. Oh, there we go, outro music is playing. We can take that, it's not too bad whatsoever. Pretty much nailed it, Taylor. Saying that with our defence we get slaughtered. Brother, we got exposed big time today, but again, we might strengthen a little bit, so that's kind of my hope, you know what I mean? That's kind of what I'm figuring anyway. It'd be nice for us to kind of have that work out in our favour, but nonetheless, it is what it is. Time for me to do outro. So, thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. I'm sorry it was a bit of a disappointing result, but at the very least we gave it a bit of a fight, and that's all I really wanted to see. There was some positives to take, a lot of negatives, don't get me wrong, but mostly positives. The fact that we managed to get 2 goals in quick fashion and pull it back for 2-0 down, very nice. The fact that we lost, god fucking damn. Real Madrid versus Celtic would be good, honestly, but if we get Bayern, I'm not too fussed either. Either way, we're going to have to play a hell of a game, one way or another, it has to be said. If you want to join me for the next stream that I'll be doing, then you're more than welcome to join me. That will be on the 2nd of February, like I said, it'll be on the side of your screen there. We're playing up against Motherwell, 2nd of February, about 15 minutes beforehand, so about 2:45, you'll see the little notification go live if you have the bell on, and you'll be able to join us about 5 minutes before we kind of settle into things to get the kind of things going forward, because we're back into domestic football obviously after the delay, and then we play Dundee 3 days after that to kind of balance out the game that we missed because of the storm. So I guess there's that, you know what I mean? But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. So thank you for watching, thank you for coming along. If you've been here for just a little bit, or if you've been here for the whole stream, appreciate you nonetheless. If you're watching this as a VOD, thank you for taking the time to stop in and check on it as well. We'd love to see it. Yeah, like I said, you can click on this little channel icon down below and you can subscribe and all that good jazz, and you can check out all the different stuff. I have all the VODs that I've basically ever done, minus 1 or 2 that have been taken down for copyright reasons, that are up that you can watch in a bunch of different videos. Like I said, that Young Boys game one, I would strongly recommend, because it's one of my favourite videos I've made in a long time anyway. If I'm going to bail out, take it easy, enjoy yourselves. I'm still fucking saying it anyway because it's absolutely true, 100%. You know what's coming, you know what's good, we know how this gets ended. Time to wrap it up in the nicest way possible. But as we do, Celtic are still the best goddamn team in the world. We're still the best team in the world. I don't care. I'll say that. We'll see you next time, boys. See you on the 2nd. Enjoy. Bless yous. Have a good night. Bye.